You guys ready?
We in this bitch.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do it. Let's go, Tony.
What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 3 of I Burnt the Ships podcast. We got the producer right here, Annabelle Rodriguez.
What up?
Our two guests, Andre Ewell and Adrian Ewell. Andre Ewell is a UFC veteran, now doing bare knuckle boxing, YouTube boxing, whatever the fuck is paying him the most. And Adrian's his brother, his trainer. And yup, let's get this shit.
Yes, sir.
Welcome, guys. Episode 3 of I Burnt the Ships podcast. How you guys doing today?
Doing great.
Definitely solid.
The brothers are here.
The brothers, the Ewell brothers.
The Ewell brothers.
And that Booker T in.
There we go.
You know what I mean?
Thank you, gentlemen, for coming today to the show. Where are you guys hailing from?
Freaking right now. Paris. Granted that we're traveling. We just went on from traveling to Redondo Beach to make it over here.
Oh, okay. You guys were training up there today, or what's up?
Oh, no. Met with my boy Rudy. You know, Fight Night Customs. That's one of those super sponsors, but also.
Oh, there you go.
Legit.
Oh, yeah, you were mentioning they got a new hat or something. Let's see. Show it to the people, brother. Show it to the people. Let's give a little shout out to the sponsor, of course. What's the name of them again?
That's fresh.
Fight Night Custom.
There we go. Shout out in Redondo Beach, California. If you guys looking for some new drip, check them out.
Amen to that.
Yeah, so you guys are hailing from Paris, California. Born and bred, is that where you guys are from?
Nah. We'll say we're born in Anaheim, but moved around a lot. So it's like one of those like go-to.
Long Beach, Carson, and Riverside. Man,
Oh, okay. There we go. The LBC.
Texas. And you got to also add in Texas. You know.
Texas. Too.
Oh shit, you guys are international. Just kidding.
International. Hey. Living live. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's nothing but fun, but definitely fun.
That's cool. Well, thank you guys for coming on the show today. I know Tony and yourself have a fight coming up pretty soon, but I'm excited to kind of hear a little bit more about your guys' life as far as what you're doing and where you guys are going as far as the fight world. We got two superstars here in the MMA world. Tony getting ready for his fight on August 5th on Combate Global. What about you, man? When are your fights? August 10th, right?
Yes, sir.
Where are you going to be fighting?
Definitely going to be fighting with BYB in Florida. Actually, the following week after Tony. So, you know, we're going to be in Miami doing, you know, living in life.
There you go.
Yeah.
Have you been to Miami before?
That I have, but the last time I was out there, I was with my son's mother.
I
She's
have.
pregnant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's more like, yeah,
Okay.
my brother.
Oh, you had restrictions is what you're saying.
Hey, she was staring and shit, but look, I had to keep my eyes on her. You know, it was, you know, shit.
That's funny. How was your first experience, Tony, going to Miami, Florida? Have you actually traveled much before? You're freaking young as hell, bro. What are you, 20, 21 now?
Yeah, I'm about to be
Just
22.
turned 21. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I've been to like Portugal, I've been to Peru. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
And Miami and like Idaho and shit like that.
Fucking potatoes, bro. They ain't shit in Idaho.
There ain't shit over there, bro.
They got great potatoes.
that they do. Hey, some good nice French fries and shit. So what was your experience like in Miami? You know what? We actually haven't talked about your last fight too much in detail as far as what your experience was like being out there in the big times, the big leagues. So tell us a little bit about that story, man. How was it being out there in Miami?
It was cool. Right when I got there, it was hot as fuck.
Shit, like this
I was
room?
like, shit, it was hard. It was hotter.
Hey, got my shirt off right here.
And I was cutting weight and shit. I didn't eat nothing the whole plane ride. So as soon as I got there, I kind of had like an attitude and shit.
You know what's funny right now when you got that little slice of cheese and shit? Both of you guys are cutting right now for fights. Like, hey, where'd you get that cheese, man? It's a little slice of cheese. Like, you guys are all tripping on some.
Swiss.
It's the little
You guys
shit
are-
that matters, bro.
Yeah, bro. I think fucking one of the hardest things about being a fighter is probably the dieting, no?
Hell yeah.
Like, I'd rather get punched in the face than get fucking diet down. Like, I can't eat what?
Hey, that's what makes it what it is, though. Like, fighting,
Yeah.
I'm sure it's easy as fuck.
Oh,
They're like,
definitely.
what the fuck? Like, somebody like, you want to get down? Like, hell yeah. But, like, the whole weight cutting part, that shit's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. So tell us a little bit about your history, man. You're a UFC veteran. What is your record as part of your professional record?
Right now it's 18-10.
Oh, shit.
They ain't marking down my bare knuckle or TCL combats.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's 10-18 or 18-10.
Yeah.
So with that, granted, you know, even with the whole super debut with the whole UFC versus me versus Hindenbrow, which was my day opener, and people end up getting like how livid that is.
Henning Burrell was one of the best UFC fighters. Like, the best, one of the best bantamweights. That was his first fight.
That was your first fight?
That was my first fight, and I promise you. So if end up understanding this, because, you know, my brother was like a peer witness of the whole situation. I didn't get to enjoy Brazil. So just know that. So that was my first time going out of the country. I didn't get to enjoy it because I was so stuck in every hospital you could possibly think of. Trying to get my brain scanned because the whole... basically, like, the whole doctors out here messed up on my paperwork. So yeah. So since they messed up, I had to go ahead and get another brain scan. Said I was cleared. I get out there. They wanted to test me. I was cleared, and then they tested me again. I was cleared, and then they tested me again. And I was like, bruh, these are a lot of tests.
Yeah, like you're supposed to be getting ready for a fucking fight. You're over here like a damn patient in a hospital getting tested and tested over again.
Like, that's, if anybody ever asks me, I always end up bringing that. Like, yeah, the hospital was pretty cool out there.
Like, what do you think of Brazil? Like, the nurses are nice.
Yeah, you know, I was like, yeah, you know, they taught me a little bit of Portuguese out there. So I'm like, hey,
did the nurses have BBLs?
Funny moment. Yes.
Oh my God.
These are full of facts, but at the same time, it was like, you know, you can catch the ones that had the real, and, you know, they didn't. You know, the ones that are like, nah, that was.
You just got to match the legs to the ass, you know.
It's like your ankles ain't matching.
That's funny.
But yeah, definitely ended up enjoying it out there for the 8 hours that I actually got to enjoy.
Yeah.
And,
what year was this?
This was 2018.
Okay.
2018. And to be honest, like, that whole week I was basically pissed off. Like, you know, weight cut brain, not eating, be stuck in a hotel or in the hospital. And then on top of that, the fight almost did not happen because you had Hindenbrow come overweight 6 pounds over.
Oh, shit.
So, and they over here like, yeah, you know, we can go ahead and pull the fight. And I was like, nah.
Yeah.
No, I was like, I'm about to hit somebody.
Yeah, like, I'm already out of the fucking country. I've been going back and back to hospitals. Like,
what y'all did to me? I was like, no, I'm almost going to hit him. I even looked. I looked over the docks and everything, and I was like, yeah, we're gonna fight. You know? So ended up making. I was like, yeah. I was like, you don't have to cut no more weight. Just go ahead. We're going ahead and fight, and that's what ended up happening. So the debut was amazing. Ended up getting like Brazil fans and everything.
Yeah.
And like the stories you hear about them, like how they're about killing or they'll rob you, the whole nine.
Yeah.
That almost occurred and actually happened.
What the hell?
But they just recognized who I was.
Really?
So they ended up like stopping. But, you know, this is my side
Okay,
of my
bro,
story.
we got to hear this freaking story.
Hey.
Well, you almost got like mugged, robbed. What happened?
Oh, definitely almost, or at least that's how it ended up starting because we were walking down. It was me and my cousin.
What city was this?
This was Sao Paulo or Sao Paulo.
Oh, Sao Paulo. Yeah.
So walking down the hill, you know, and this is after fighting Hindenbrow, like literally walking down the hill, and there was about 7 or 8 of them ran up.
Oh, shit. What they got on them?
And it was just like that. Like, what we got, right? And this is a funny moment, too. So they broke down this conversation with us as we're in the hotel. Hey, just letting y'all know, y'all might get robbed.
They told you this at the hotel.
Full fact. There's a full fact. Like,
God.
y'all might get robbed. Just out there, just, you know, walking packs. Like, they're prepping us. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then it's like, meanwhile, my brother and cousin, they just roaming the whole damn city. Like, it was a thing.
Yeah.
Tell me I wasn't lying.
Oh, all day.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's a beautiful place.
They got beautiful women, bro. Sao Paulo,
man.
Yeah, Sao Paulo's not a beach city, right? No, but they have one of my favorite bands is actually from Sao Paulo. The name's Sepultura, so they talk a lot about their city and stuff. So it does have like the hoodlums. They call them the favelas. You know, so there's a lot of gangs in Brazil, and it's funny because jiu-jitsu is so popular out there that there's gangs of jiu-jitsu like fighters, and the little kids, they'll grab rocks and they'll start to like bang their fucking ears to get the cauliflower ear, you know, just to seem like they know how to fucking do jiu-jitsu. Like, you know how like gangsters over here to get all tatted and shit. Right. Over the little kids will be rubbing their fucking ears to get the fucking cauliflower ear.
See, they end up getting points off of that.
Yeah.
So that was like, and promise you, just off on that note, right? So ran up. One of them recognized me. He said, "You by Hennin."
Oh shit.
I said, Yeah, and I probably just like the only lick of English right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Right? If I had it, I said, yeah. They looked, or he looked at it, his boys, and it was kind of like they gave him the sign.
Yeah,
the signal.
like squash it.
Hey, it's good.
They got to pass.
Can we take a picture? I'm like, yeah. And then a couple.
They got their AKs and shit, like machetes.
And it was like a couple of the other fighters from Black House. Forgot the coach's name, but he's the one that runs it and everything.
Yeah.
Right. So him and it was Chris. Forgot his last name, but it was
Cristo.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Running down the hill.
Yeah.
And I could see it over, and it was like one of those, like, if anything happens, that was, all right, it was gonna be four versus the whole 8 type of deal. But as they're running down, it was already, they're getting ready to do the pictures.
Take the picture. He's like, oh, okay. Like, calm down, bro.
Yeah, so they all got nervous. He was like, bro, we thought y'all were about to get robbed. And I was like, we started laughing, like, yeah, we was.
We were about to.
We're about to, So it was one of those great moments. So I ended up taking the pics with them and everything, so it was like pretty solid.
That's cool,
solid.
man. So 18 fights you've had as a professional fighter?
28.
28. Damn. So how young were you when you started your professional career in MMA?
MMA, fact, I was at 27.
Really? So you've had a lot of
now.
fucking fights, man.
Oh, dude. When I ended up pushing, I was like pushing. Like, we'll just put it like that. Like, my brother and my cousin in there from like the gate type of deal.
Yeah.
And pushing it. So I end up averaging probably the most I had in 1 year was 7 fights.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like pushing. I was pushing it, like
Yeah.
And granted, like 2016, it was end of 2015, it was when I actually came up to Coach Sam and was like, Sam, I'm going to make it through the UFC.
Yeah.
Right. And I was like, I'm doing it in 2 years. He gave me the look like, all right.
Yeah, that's
he
funny.
walked away. Yeah, all right. He walked away. And then, pushed. And 2 years, like I ended up stating, there you go.
Wow. So you guys are both under Sam Mason then, his tutelage? There we go. That's crazy. Do you remember seeing a young Tony training with fucking Sam and shit?
Yes, we do.
I gotta hear those stories. Yeah, that's interesting. How did you guys develop a relationship and a friendship? I mean, obviously you guys are both training with the same camp. You got Icon MMA, shout out to them, and Sam Mason and that whole crew. You got some amazing fighters that come out of there. It's funny, in your debut with Combate Global, the announcer, as soon as you were coming out there, like as soon as they said coming out of Corona, California, like we knew, Sam Mason, we knew fucking Joe Daddy Stevenson, like we knew who what camp he's coming out of. So they've had a lot of great fighters come out of there. So I'm curious in hearing you guys' story of working with Sam and how that's been.
Well, I didn't meet Sam till I was like 19, but I met Andre before I met Sam because I used to have a friend that would take me to gyms and shit, but he would always get us kicked out. So
Who, your friend?
Yeah.
What, you would just start fighting and shit or what?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What's it called? I met Andre when I was like 15, and we sparred. I was already fighting for a minute, like pancration and shit.
Yeah.
But at this time I was wrestling. We just sparred and shit at what was it called? Apex?
Apex.
Yeah,
At that time, it was
Apex.
Apex.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like honestly like wow, because he was that young kid, and it ended up reminding me and my brother like. It's one of those moments like, yeah, that was us. For sure. And,
you saw a little bit of you in him?
Promise you. It was like, you could tell tough upbringing, what is there type of deal. And it was like.
You guys called it the dog, he's got that dog in him.
Quiet dog. Tell me I ain't lying. It was like, yeah, he's one of us. It was just like that. It was like, yeah, he's one of us. He has a dog in him. And it was just one of those, you can end up telling someone's future without telling someone's future. It's just you need that right road for them, and to go forward.
Surprised.
Yeah, it's interesting with any with any tribe of men. There's a test of heart that we put each other through, you know, to see if there's someone we want to fuck with or not, you know. Like, even if you go to prison or you go to jail or something, it's a group of men. And if you get challenged and you don't stand up for yourself and you don't show that you have that will to win, people take advantage of you and you're fucked, you know. But when you show that you have heart, that you're willing to stand up for what you believe in and for what is yours, and you're really ready to die for it and defend yourself, then people give you respect, you know, because they know, okay, this is someone that we're both going to get hurt or you're going to get hurt, but I'm not going to be the victim, you know, I'm going to be a fucking victor here. And I think any fighter that is successful has that in them, and you can't teach that to people. You can't teach people fucking heart, you know, desire to win, desire to overcome, you know, it's something that you have. And usually, like you said, it comes from not having, it comes from fucking struggle and,
or everybody trying to punk you.
Yeah. Like, you guys ever hear like, Mike Tyson's story and shit? He used to get bullied as a little kid all the time. The first time he ever fought was because of a bully, like, fucking grabbed one of his pigeons and broke the neck off that shit. And he was a little kid. He was like probably like fucking 12 years old, and he knocked this motherfucker out, you know?
I gotta see it.
Imagine a little Mike Tyson, bro.
Where's the kid at now?
Imagine a little fucking 12-year-old Mike Tyson with that big ass head of his and his big ass knuckles. Like, you killed my dove.
Oh my god!
And him just getting fucking knocked out by like a 12-year-old kid. You're like a grown ass man. Like, you're like, wake up, like, what happened?
It was a grown man.
It was a man, yeah.
Oh my god!
It was a man.
Yeah, Mike Tyson was knocking out men since he was a fucking little kid, bro. He has a talent, a gift of destroying people.
Hey, no cap. When I was 12, I used to spar with like older dudes at the UFC gym.
Yeah.
That like would just come to the gym and we would get down. I'll fuck them up.
Really?
Yeah. They'll be like, I'll spar with this one guy. His name was Antonio. We will always spar. I'll be jumping off the walls, like punching him and shit.
Yeah.
I'll do like crazy ass shit.
That's funny. Yeah, I used to box as a little kid, and I remember my mom kicked me out of the class one time because she came to watch us training, and same shit, they had me sparring with like some fucking teenager, and I was like 8 years old and shit, and he was beating the shit out of me. But you know what, mom, they don't know what's up. They just see their son getting like fucking beat up in the gym. They don't know, like, this is part of that procedure, you know. This is the test of heart. Like,
hey, my mom would be like, get the fuck up, stop acting like a little bitch.
Mom's all crying and shit, like, oh, they're beating up my son.
Fuck no, my mom would beat my ass too. If she watching me get my ass beat, she better go back and fuck him up, bro. I'm gonna fuck you up.
Facts. That's facts.
That's that like Project Mom.
Yeah.
It was like, you gonna see me? Yep. Or you gonna go back out there and see him? And then on top of that, and then for me and my brother, it would be like, yeah, and you better jump in too.
Oh, you better get in here too.
Like, so it's like, all right, you better get jumped today, bro. Like, it's one or the other. Shit. But yeah, like back on that, man. From like, you know, when Tony was like at that age, and what was his old boy name? Cam. Yeah. So when he brought him, and everything, you can definitely see who had it and who didn't have it. And don't get me wrong, old boy was good. Yeah. You know, but he was gifted. Yeah. And there's the difference of gift with hard work, and the other one is like, hey, I'm good. You know? And it was one of those moments, and I end up remembering like the last fight that I did go to Cam for. I sat with you and held a full on deep conversation. And it was one of those, it was one of those deep.
That was when I was doing bad.
Yeah, and it was just one of those, like, you could end up telling, like, he didn't have to say it or speak on it. It's just something told me, hey, talk to him. And I started talking to you, and I chopped it up with you. And then it was like, I remember, like, he was wild. Hey, he came back with a new story every time I saw him. I'm like, God damn, bro,
I was crazy, bro.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, you know, it's like.
Can we share some of these stories?
Oh, hell
You're
no.
like, no.
I don't remember.
Keep him in the locker room.
Okay.
Hey,
they're that wild.
He came back. It was some stories with it. And it was like, yeah, man. So I can't go back to school, or I'm like, what the fuck? You know, like, all right, what happened? So, you know, I'm like, it was one of those.
I did hear your story about getting kicked out of high school for stealing all those liquor bottles.
Yeah. Nah, this is, bro. I went on a streak. It was like 5 weeks of me just doing bullshit, like stealing, beating people up. Like, it was like a whole 5 weeks of just crazy shit.
So you were on a freaking rampage, bro.
I was. I don't know what the fuck was wrong
on
with
a
me,
sick
bro.
one.
You know, hey, I was like, yeah. I'm gonna talk to you. I was like, let me hold the
You need Jesus, bro.
You know, and he's always big brothered me like since I was younger. Still to this day, he tells me how to like go about things, and I just sit there and I just take it all in because I know he's been there, done that, you know.
Right. I do want to give a disclaimer to the audience. If you see us fucking sweating up here, since the AC's not on, we got these freaking lights on us, you know, to make us look good. But I'm fucking sweating under this shirt. I got like titty sweat right now and shit. Like, what the fuck is going on?
I'm not trying to move too much.
You know, it's a Sunday, so the AC's on, and
I'm out here like a Krispy Kreme donut right now. On some glazed out.
Yeah, we got a little glaze going on. It's all good, man. You know, I think the girls are like, people are like, why does he have his shirt off? Like, it's hot as shit in here. I would take mine off, but I'm not cutting, bro. I'm bulking.
Hey, I got a question for you though. How did you get into fighting?
100 Pops. Yeah, Pops was in Stern. He always hit me with that. And granted, it hit us, but the thing different was with him and me is that I look light skinned, like I didn't belong. And then my brother, he fit. Yeah. Like if you look at him, he like jokes. At the time, like jokes. He, you know, it's his laughter or whatever the case is. And me, it's just you got me. I'm like, all right, bro.
He was paler than that.
Really?
I was
back in the day.
This is from you hanging out in the sun, getting a little darker.
I promise you. Like if you saw me, I was literally one of those like Cuban. Yeah, he's from Cuba.
Oh, okay.
He's a little Cuban kid.
No tattoo, just dry.
Just pure flesh. Like, you know, I was like really, really pale. He ain't lying.
Yeah.
And so that was always the thing. Pop's like, yeah, you know, they're gonna pick on you. You're light skinned.
Yeah.
You know.
He was prepping you.
He was prepping me.
You're like 6 months old. Like, hey, little homie, gotta tell you.
Hey, a lot of those fights came from me too, though.
Oh my god,
like kids probably messing with me older than me.
Yeah.
And then, so I was always into it. And then if you look
it's
at
just
our
you
dad,
two, or you guys have more?
Oh, it's like 11 of us. But we don't. Yeah, but we don't know our older two. So I'm basically like the oldest in the group.
Yeah.
And so anything that happened with him, I had to fight.
Yeah,
for sure.
And then you know,
what's
he's fighting with me and everything.
Age difference?
1 year.
Oh yeah, you guys pretty much grew up together.
Yeah. Like, you know, and if you end up seeing our Pops, like back then, he looked just like Mike Tyson.
Oh man.
All right. He was like in the hood.
He's a scary looking dude.
He was running.
Hey, what's that one comedian that made a joke? He's like, I think it was Chris Rock. Like if you see Mike Tyson, like it's just like watching a pit bull without a leash and shit. Like, is this your dog home? Whose dog is this right here? Whose dog is this? Is he bite? Is he nice? That's like looking at Mike Tyson, like you don't know if he's about to snap on you and shit or what.
Straight up. And then it's like, and you see my Pop, I promise you, dead on twins.
Or
like,
Jamie Foxx,
Jamie Foxx. Like, twins.
Like
So that was like always the thing. Like, yeah, you know, y'all have to learn how to fight. But it was more on me, like, you light skinned. He always gave it the finger. You're light skinned.
You're light skinned.
All right. I don't know what that means, but okay. Like, you know. But when I got older and we always ended up moving, like, tell me how many times we ended up like moving from Anaheim. This is Anaheim before it got all preppy.
Oh, okay. Now. Yeah, I was about to say, like, I don't know the Anaheim gangsters, bro. Like, what are you guys talking about?
Yeah, it was nothing but just diverse. It was a lot of
back in the day, it was a little bit more.
There's bad spots in Anaheim. For sure.
So the picture back then. So at our time, those bad spots was basically all Anaheim. You got to think about it. They're calling the Angels L.A. at the time. So it was there. And then you know how next door it was Long Beach. So we're there, the Carsons, like, you know, and then to Texas, back out here. It was kind of like going back and forth, and we're always moving. So you already know what they do with the new kids. Hey, bully their ass and kind of go off on that. Jokes, you know. And it's like he got this funny guy, so he'll crack a joke or something.
Hey, there you go.
It would be in for a rude awakening when whooping their ass. My dad would be like, "Hey, come bring him to the house, son."
Yeah, bring him to the house, son.
Oh, you guys would like pull up in the front yard and shit.
Andre wearing them down, bro.
It was a thing. It was a thing. Like,
did your dad have a boxing, kickboxing, wrestling, any type of boxing background? Was he your coach, or did he put you guys into a boxing?
He was a coach. It was a coach, but his mindset at the time was more on one, just know how to defend yourself, and then two, we're putting you in football because football was his thing.
Yeah,
but meanwhile, he's out there beating up people. He's out there putting hands on people just to do it. But that was like one of those awkward things. So that's what actually.
So you started off street fighting.
Oh, a lot of street fighting.
How old were you? Like first street fight.
First street fight, they had me at, I would say, either 5 or 6.
Yeah, I was gonna say because we was remember at the basketball court.
We were throwing. Yeah,
remember
we had to throw hands like. People don't get it. And then on top of that, it's like, you know how respect to Michael Vick, but how they had the dogs.
Yeah, the dogs fighting.
This was kind of like how
it was like human fighting. Human cockfighting.
My dad be like, my kid will fuck your kid.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. They're all betting and shit.
They what you talking about? No, they can't.
They got some cash in the back. I promise
you. It was like that. Or it'll come into like one of the other kids, like our uncle Todd, right?
Yeah, for sure.
He ended up bringing his boy, which is our cousin.
Yeah, put on the gloves. Let's see what's up.
Yeah, we're gonna take you over here. You keep talking. You talking shit. You talking. All right. Call my pa. Hey, yeah, he acting up. All right, just bring him over here.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I feel like we grew up in a different time because you don't really see kids do this kind of stuff anymore.
No.
Like now everybody's got a cell phone. Every freaking corner has a camera. So people are before you used to get in fights all the time. Yeah. I used to see like just grown ass men fighting. Like they get in an argument in a liquor store and like there's a brawl. You know, you see like two ladies talking shit to each other over a parking spot. They start fighting. You know, there was fights. To me, fighting was normal growing up because I grew up also in the hood, and I also come from a boxing. So same shit. We used to buy like those little kid boxing gloves from like Mexico when we go visit. Yeah. There's like no fucking padding in those things, and then we would like train with them. Like we would beat the shit out of each other, purple eyes, and like we would fight. But and then the next day you're cool with the same person you fought with, and you're fine or whatever, or you get in a scrap and like you got a beef going on for a couple of years, and then they like their cousins and their friends and their brothers, and then it's just like a little war that you got going on with all these different people in your hood as a kid. But it never got to the point where you're like killing each other or anything, But nowadays it's a little different. It's like there's a fight, gun. There's a fight.
To take an L.
Yeah,
you don't know how to take an L.
Yeah,
that's the upbringing now. You got to end up honestly thinking that it's like they push it that direction.
Yeah,
where it's like
now it's not about fights. It's about like and he's trying to street beef. Like I tell kids, like you got to be careful nowadays because you're gonna get stabbed, you're gonna get shot at. Like people don't really care, man. It's a crazy world,
dude. And that's like how they explain to like the girls that I was dating or whoever I was dating back then. And whatnot. And they'd be like. I was like, yeah, or they'd be like, yeah, let's come to the club. I'm like, just note this. You're liable. Because me going to the club with you, just know it's like, I'm a face type of deal. And if I go there, just know if there's a fight, I'm aiming to kill. So as long as we all know this, we're all accepting what's going to happen. Yeah. I don't want to hear this, oh, you should have backed off or oh, none of that. Nah. Because I ain't one of those like weak dudes that's just going to be like, yeah, baby, you're right. Nah, I'm about to yell with you now. Nah, I told you not to take me. It's kind of like I told you not to let me drink, and you let me drink. Like,
you know how I get why you invite me?
Yeah, just like that. Like, I told you up front. Okay.
That's funny.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
anytime we go out with this guy, it's just like
gunshots. There it is, man. I warn people. Watch him.
Adrian, you played football in high school, huh?
Yeah. I played football, basketball, man. I played a lot of stuff, man. I was an athlete. For real. Athlete. But I learned my favorite so far is coaching and holding pads and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I love that, man. I love everything about it.
So you train with your brother, or do you compete as well?
I competed and I didn't like it.
You didn't like getting punched in the face or kicked in the face?
It wasn't the punching in the face because I could take a punch.
Okay.
It was seeing somebody get punched and you continuously are trying to get that motherfucker up out of here. You know what I mean? And you can see when you.
So you don't like hurting?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. He's the nice
guy.
Right, but yeah. I can get.
You got the empathy in you. That's a good thing,
Bro. Hey, them eyes be like.
You're like, I want to kill him.
Hey, am I lying? Them eyes. You hear somebody in them eyes, be like, oh.
Look, he said he the nice one until that other side kick here. Right?
Oh yeah, okay.
yeah.
Like, true story. It was me, him, cousin. Right.
Yeah.
We go to Fullerton. Basically, we don't go to Fullerton no more.
Oh, okay.
You know why we don't go to Fullerton
Because of this story?
Because of this story.
Break it down perfectly.
Hey, because of this story. So, look, when he says, like, he's the kind guy. He is kind. He's definitely kind. He's one of those, like, I am not going to push the button. If the button gets pushed, just know that you're the one that started it.
Yeah.
I'm about to whip your ass.
Yeah.
It's like that. So, it was one of those moments we were trying to get into the club, but at first we were trying to find, hey, is it good for us to park?
Yeah.
So we were asking. So, dude that he asked the first time, and he breaks this down because he keep giving it straight detail. I'm telling you, Dre, this is what happened. This is what happened. I'm like, all right. I'm like, okay. He goes, yeah. I go and ask him. I'm like, hey, can we park here? He go, boy. Oh boy was like, yeah. Don't ask me that fucking question. My brother looked at him. He looked him up and he told me, I looked him up and down. I said, all right. Hey, can we park here? So he asked his friend.
Yeah.
Well, boy gets mad. So clearly, do I look at it?
Yeah.
Man just caught his girl cheating inside the club. Yeah. And inside the club, he didn't, he wasn't fucking with it. So he mad. He wants to go, but he can't leave his girl because
who's in there cheating?
Yeah, who's cheating? Because that means he's
over
just
there
gonna go further if he leaves.
She's over there twerking on some other dude.
Twerking on somebody else. So the old boy tells him like, yeah, over there. Well, I guess old boy man gets mad for him asking the friend.
Yeah.
And ended up coming up to what? What ended up happening right?
Yeah, man. The friend kept saying, "Man, relax, bro. He's just trying to ask if we can park here."
Yeah.
He keeps telling his friend, and I looked at my brother. I'm like, dude, that's crazy.
And note this. Me and my cousin are about
swings.
How far are we? About
20.
About 20, between 20 to about 40 yards away.
Yeah.
Right there.
Motherfucker swing.
He swings at you. You can feel it like.
No, I look, and I'm like, oh, that's a pull. I could pull to this motherfucker.
Pull the shit out of it.
Hit him with a 1-2, and he was just knocked out standing up.
He's like,
I promise you, no, he was frozen. I said, Andre, bro, comes over there. Fred don't fucking know what to do. Andre comes over there.
So it's the funniest thing because I'm talking to my cousin in the car, like standing, and I was like, you just see me like awkwardly making these movements like to edge out, right? And cousin looking at me like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
right. I'm like, oh, trying to see what my brother doing over there.
Yeah, like something's going on.
Yeah, He said, oh, okay. And then I see the swing when he yells. It was like Andre at the same time. It was like Andre, right?
Yeah.
As he slipped, you see me take off.
Yeah,
Boom,
you start running.
Right? I start running over there. He already sleeps, old boy.
Before you even get there.
Right. So before I even get there, and then the guy that's not trying to fight, over there like this. So it's like I can't hit you because it's like you ain't doing shit. Like because if you wanted to do anything, it was your chance to jump on my brother right then and there, especially after you just got done sleeping your boy. He doesn't do anything. So I'm like, all right, whatever. But they had other homeboys.
Oh, okay.
The other homeboys.
They look like they want to get in.
They running in. So I'm over here scrapping with them. And then I'm like turned around to look, to see where my brother was at.
Yeah.
And my cousin comes in like with a drop kick. Right. He drop kicks. So my brother over here like moving in, sniffing and popping, right? But it comes down to this moment. He stops fighting. Yeah. And I'm like, well, shit.
Yeah.
Why we still fighting?
Like, you guys probably attend to your knocked out friend over here.
Bro, I'm like, all right. And his homeboy is still over here. Like, he like catering the dude's neck. And he was like, wait. Wait. I don't want to fight. I don't, I got nothing. I just want to watch my boy. And I'm like, like, all right. Like that. And then like everybody got into that moment where it synced in. And it got really awkward where
you're like, is he dead?
Yeah, but and it was like the girlfriend that was cheating on him.
Yeah, she came out.
She comes out.
You're like, I'm done cheating. Where's my boyfriend?
Yeah, it was like this. And it comes over here to like, I don't know how it popped up or how the conversation went, but my brother, or he ended up like calling her a bitch or something like that. My brother defended her. Like, bro, calm down. She, that's a queen, right?
Like, nah, that's a hoe.
Yeah. She somehow turns the shit around and says something to him. Bro. And all I hear was, bitch. I'm a black king. As soon as he hit him with that, everybody like starts laughing, right? And we're like, yeah, we're going to go. Yeah. Like, hey. And that was like the last time that we ended up.
I would go back to Fullerton the next day after that story. Shit.
But that was off on that one. But the week beforehand, it was like so damn dry that we were like, we good.
Yeah. I haven't been out there in forever. Just for people who don't know where Fullerton, it's a college city, It's Fullerton College is there. So anytime you go to the downtown Fullerton area, it's nothing but like young, high testosterone
Yeah.
vibe, which is like just that college vibe. There's always fights out there all the time
Out of
because, young couples go out. This is probably their first experience at like drinking and partying and clubbing and all that shit. So the guys are trying to show their best selves, you put on your nicest clothes, your one piece of jewelry that you have for everything and shit, trying to make the girls like come sit at your table. So you get one of those bottles that cost $20 at Costco for like $400 at some shit place, and then like, and then you have the stupidest story: you get knocked out by some guy because your girl cheated on you.
Getting apart.
I didn't want to do it.
And then that was the thing. So that's the side of like, it's nice. You can get two sides from him.
Yeah.
Like, he'll give you whatever side you push. That's the side he's gonna give.
Yeah.
And he's very kind with that. But I had to end up saying something on that one because it's like, yeah. So you get to that side.
That's fun. So there's 11 of you, you said?
Yeah, there's 11 of us.
Damn, that's a big ass family, bro. True. Does everybody fight, or you're the only?
From me and down,
yeah,
everybody fights. We all throw hands.
Okay,
we all throw hands.
As far as like actual MMA fighters, is there any other pros in your family or amateurs that are rising?
For fighting, not just me.
Okay. So let's hear that story, brother. What made you get into? Because Tony fought his whole life too on the streets and shit, but he decided to make it a career. What was that transition like for you as well? Because obviously, you've been in the UFC. So, that's for people that don't know, anyone that nowadays starts to do some type of mixed martial arts, the epitome of success for most people is being a UFC champ, because they have the longest career. They're the first ones that came out. They have the most money and the most eyeballs, and people want to fight the best and have that belt, to say, I am the best there is. I think most fighters have that urge of winning that championship belt to claim that title. Like, can nobody fuck with me at this weight class? Like, I'm the number one. And that takes a lot of discipline, work, and a lot goes behind that. So to even get to fight in the UFC is something to commend and something that's very difficult to do, So I'm interested in hearing your journey into the professional mixed martial arts world and how you were able to get to the point where you're at now.
So breaking it down, and I'm going to make it smooth with this one. So granted, growing up, it was like the street mentality, street fights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it was all in tones and everything. I actually started with boxing.
Okay.
But granted, with the whole boxing pro career, it's about who you know. And more and more you jump into the game and like how corrupt it could be.
Yeah.
It becomes about who you know, how many tickets you sell, A, B, the A class or the A side / B side, right?
Yeah.
So in that direction, it was happened. I wasn't selling tickets. I don't live in LA. It was one of those things that was in the face, but name was known. It even got to this moment I should have even walked into the whole Olympics. I actually got accepted for the whole boxing Olympics.
For the boxing Olympics? What year?
This was it was going to be for 2012, but for me it was 2011 when they approached it.
Okay.
And at that time is when I actually took a mean ass headbutt and broke my whole nose. This is off of the whole me engaging, which still could have walked on, but they gave me that choice of saying yes or no.
And this was for amateur boxing?
Amateur boxing.
Okay, so you're fast as shit then.
I was fast as shit. And granted, I'm still now, but I'm more
fast as shit, boy.
Boy. That shit, boy. But it's a point system. But at the same time, at the time they're only counting headshots, no body shots.
Really?
But at that time, I was very much suited. I was suited for it. That's the way I was throwing hands. I was fast. I was quick the whole nine. So what ended up happening, it was one of those sign with the devil or not the devil. It's kind of like one of those moments.
What do you mean?
Meaning hey, sign your life away. Meaning get in one of these bad contracts.
Oh, okay. So they approached you with a contract.
Super contract. And
you were locked into this shit.
Yeah, I'm barely understanding it, but I do know that it was Don King did some awkward stuff at that time, and I'm looking up on it. And when it kind of came,
it was with his promotion.
Not with his promotion, but with someone similar.
Oh, okay.
It was one that kind of ran more of the L.A. stash type of deal.
We don't want to say names.
Don't want to say names, but just know that.
But Oscar de La Hoya, I'm just kidding.
Hey, Shout out to Oscar.
He lives down the street from here, bro.
Hey,
cool.
Yeah, I've been to his house a couple times down the street here.
And it's funny at the moments I've been seeing him at the bars down here when I
Yeah, he's down here all the time.
I think people forget he can really fight. A motherfucker.
Yeah, he can fight. Hey, bro, like when I bumped into him the other day, he is fucking ripped right now.
Bro, he got surgery to look like that.
That is a day.
Well, no,
You
bro.
didn't hear that from me.
That dude is in shape.
No, they took his fat out of his stomach. So
He could have done, but the dude's been fighting since he was like fucking.
Motherfucker got them hands.
He's still.
He knows how to get in shape, bro.
They took fat out of his stomach. For real. He got surgery.
He said he was not sitting in the sauna. He wasn't in the gym.
T, you ain't seen that new video of him sparring. I mean, that was going, boy.
Hey, I'm gonna shoot on him.
Take down, slam.
Yeah, he's an old man now. He's like
yeah,
50, but he's still pretty good shape for being an old crackhead. I'm just kidding.
Look,
Hey, being a crackhead, you fucking fit, dog.
Hey, you get places. Look. But like him, like Oscar, I actually had this old coach. That was actually my old coach, the one that he had that actually shot him in the whole Olympic things.
Oh, really?
And then when he got to Olympics, that he had a choice of getting rid of the old coach, was Al Stanky, or whatnot, or keep him. And if he kept him, he wouldn't be where he's at right now. So he got rid of him, and then he got where he was right now. So kind of backstabbing, but it is what it is. He did what he did.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, there's certain people that could take you to a certain stage, and that's as far as they can take you. And at times, strategically, it makes more sense to do something else. But that's down to the person and the opportunity that's at hand.
Like who's the pit bull from Texas? The one that had that female coach. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I forgot the name.
Yeah, because the one he ended up fighting, he got the call to fight Canelo.
Okay.
And
K9.
Yeah, it's K9.
I mean,
but
Curtis Stevenson.
I don't think it was Steven. It was Stevenson's.
And Wolf's trainer.
But he had Ann Wolf as the coach, right?
Yeah.
And they told him, for you to take this fight, you got to get rid of your coach.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
He did.
I remember that.
He got his ass whooped.
Yeah.
That was a bad decision.
Look. He goes back, right?
It was.
He goes back. She beats, boom, boom, boom. They get in a fight. He wins.
Yeah.
They do it the third time.
They tell him the same shit.
Same shit.
Dang.
Got rid of her. Got his ass whooped. And this was when he fought Canelo for the third.
What's that one phrase they say? You leave the dance with the person that took you. You know? Loyalty goes a long way sometimes, especially like this is the thing, like if what you're doing is working and you're winning and you're succeeding with the team that you have, it's good to rise together. What I meant by at times you have to make a decision is when it's not working, where like this is as far as they can take me. I need to learn something different. I need to evolve. And if that person that is with you is not evolving, then unfortunately you guys no longer see eye to eye, So there has been times where certain fighters detriment to stick with the person they were with,
I was one of them.
Oh, okay. There you go.
That ass one of them.
Yeah.
Hey,
Do you guys know that story of what's his fucking name? It was the first guy that won the UFC contract from the TV show.
Sean O'Malley?
No. The first guy, the first one,
old school,
the old school guys.
Yeah.
What's his fucking name?
Forrest Griffin.
Yeah.
No, it was a Mexican guy.
Stephen Bonner.
Fuck. But anyways, he got bamboozled by his coach and shit.
Diego Sanchez.
That
Hey,
fool.
you got good on names.
Diego Sanchez. That's the fucking guy.
I'm out.
So Diego Sanchez, amazing fucking fighter,
Yeah, he's
charismatic guy, very, very great career, but he got fucking bamboozled by his coach. He was like some straight out snake oil salesman.
Bro,
and
that
shit.
fool used to hang him upside down and like punch him in the face and shit.
Oh yeah, he would do some retarded shit.
Hey.
The dude was just a straight like scam artist, a straight fraudster. Like he wasn't even a fucking MMA fighter.
Some work for him. He got in there.
No. This is like the end of his career.
Yeah.
When he started getting beat up, and he would be like whoosh, doing shit like
He
that.
was
in
doing
the
some
fight.
retarded shit, bro.
He thought he was gonna win with his
but he
chi.
talked about it. He talked about he got scammed. Like the guy like stole all kinds of money from him and shit, and like he was just a straight scam
He
artist.
taught him how to build up his chi and like use it.
Nigga puts you upside down.
You ever see those fucking like those guys that are like they're like fake martial artists and shit?
right,
like we got the chi. They're like, and then they fight like real fighters and they get fucked up.
Hey, there's one,
I just laugh all the time,
there's,
bro. Like
there's
that's
one
fucking hilarious.
where he said he could like build up energy like this, and if you run at him, he could like push you back, right? Some dude was like, "That's bullshit," and the dude runs at him. fucking runs him over, bro.
Oh
Boom.
yeah, I've seen that one. Or have you seen one when he's like they're like training other people and shit, and he accidentally hits like one of the ladies and like fucking knocks her out, and he starts like convulsing on the floor like he's like the cheese overpowered him and shit. And the lady's like, ugh.
I bet you can't do this on concrete.
Yo, concrete. Hey. All right, wait, back. So, all right, so you did amateur boxing and you had a professional boxing fight?
Oh yeah, so amateur, ended up going to jail.
Jail?
So, went to jail.
What the fuck did you go to jail for?
Man, wrong place, wrong time. I know you heard that a lot, but look, it was literally a fact that was in there. I forgot. Wrong place, wrong time. Riding with somebody.
What jail were you in?
I was in Twin Towers.
Twin
right here
Towers?
downtown.
Yep, right down in downtown.
I could have like waved at you and shit from the bottom.
Bro, granted, yeah, yeah, they get points. They get points, and the people actually in there, the ones I was up in there with and everything, they were pretty solid. Granted, had like random stories up in there.
Yeah. How long were you in jail for?
For that, it was 4 months.
4 months. Yeah. Okay. So
Fuck that.
Yeah,
so too long.
It was long. It was too long, but it was a situation. Didn't know when I was getting out because it was one of those long. They kept on pushing the case.
Yeah, court cases always last for fucking ever.
Yeah,
You know.
and I ended up learning. Like I said, I ended up learning the hard way, and this is where like that whole I got to get rid of certain people around or kick it with certain people. You know, it was time to get out the hood. It was one of those things.
Yeah,
you know, and so
lesson learned.
Lesson definitely was learned. And when I got out, it was one of those where I was staying. They ended up and left. Like so, my family, like the part of the family that I was with, they ended up leaving. Where was it?
Idaho.
So that's when you moved to Idaho.
No, they moved to Idaho.
Oh,
I was going to Idaho.
Oh, this is the fool that went to Idaho.
Yeah,
not
shit. Mr. Code out there.
Yeah.
And the stories he was telling me because he had to help them move. I was like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm
It's
sick out
nice
here.
in the summertime, man. It's really nice just because it's perfect weather, but it's go time when that snow is on that floor.
Yeah, my parents are in Minneapolis and Minnesota.
Oh, shit.
Same shit. I lasted like 8 months, and I was like, I'm going back to Cali.
Yeah, this is crazy.
But if they would have got me now, I would have moved to Idaho. This fact is because I'm into snowboarding. So
Right.
since I'm into it, hey, you guys gonna see me out there.
Yeah.
Just snowboard. I'll make that my new career. Like
There you
know,
go.
Like, hey. But then I was like, no, I'm
MMA
good.
to snowboarding.
Yeah, you know how did it happen? Hey, I'm out here doing tricks.
You never been snowboarding, brother? You guys ain't never been
No,
This
I've
shit
never
is
been
so fun,
snowboarding.
dude.
I'm too scared to do that.
Oh,
shit.
TV. Hey, Andre, we're gonna take him.
Yeah, we gotta take you, man.
That shit's
Hey, you going too?
I'm down.
We gotta take him.
I'm
Hey,
down.
fine.
Look, we do the kids side.
To warm up.
Warm you up.
Yeah.
You understand that. Then
Just
you're gonna
straight
wanna go
ground,
to the
not
big
even
one.
a freaking hill, man.
Yeah.
Just like learn how to fucking stay on top of that board.
Yeah, it's like as soon as you accept the fact that you know you're gonna fall, everything is easy. Everything is easy. Now you're not really tripping. The fall doesn't really hurt because you'll know how to. It's like break falling. Right. For like wrestling. Hey, break fall, boom. Or jets, whatever the case is. But as soon as you end up understanding that part, you know, it's literally from the gate. All right. You ain't gonna feel it until you do fall, and then once you fall, you're like, oh, okay, ain't that bad because it already happened.
He's
Now
lying. He's lying a little bit.
It still hurts.
man,
Bro, we was going down Diamond. This place called Diamond.
Yeah.
I whiplash so bad, bro.
Oh my god.
Boom, boom, hit my head. Somebody was like, "You all right?" I was
hold
like,
on, because he changed.
I'm a
his
little
snowboard.
concussed, but
He has a different snowboard.
Oh
You
shit!
gotta have one snowboard like custom to you or
Yeah,
whatever the
yeah.
case is, or use the same one. Because
Yeah.
you're constantly using different ones, you're gonna get the different feel. Like
yeah.
Hey, a lot of bitches like to go snowboarding and take pictures.
Oh
and
yes,
shit.
they do.
Hey,
Yeah, bro.
They-
I'm just gonna go for the picture.
I'm going for the
they-
pictures. Look,
They like
low
the
key.
It's like I'm standing next to my
Low-key.
board, like
That's all I want to end up doing. Like I've been like low key, like out here on the damn gram, telling people like, man, if I, my next relationship, we going snowboard. I'm gonna teach you how to snowboard, and after I teach you how to snowboard, we going on top of the mountain, and we're gonna take one of those pictures.
Tell them what they do.
matching boots and
What
everything.
happens when the couples go up there to snowboard
Oh,
on the first date?
On the first date, couples they break up.
Oh, for sure.
Really?
For
Every one of them.
sure.
They all break up.
Oh, because they're like arguing and shit.
The guy always leaves.
The guy always leaves, or it could be the girl that
For sure. For sure.
the girl can leave and they'll leave the guy up there.
too much fun.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you said. It's one of those. If you are taking a date, you're taking the date to teach them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 100. If your mindset is not teaching them,
Yeah.
you are breaking. Y'all get back down that hill. When you get back down that hill, y'all ain't dating. Y'all ain't together no more. She already called up Fred. Uncle Lee.
Go pick her up.
Pick her up.
On everything.
Hey, yeah, you know, I didn't even like that. I don't like that motherfucker anyway. Like,
Hey, some girl.
He's a horrible teacher.
Some girl tried to tell me to go snowboarding with her, like, on the first date.
Right.
And I was like, man, I don't do that white people
Oh,
shit.
shit.
What the fuck? I was like, you were just asking to die. Like, what the fuck?
hey,
It's so
look,
fun, though.
but
T,
it
I'm telling
is.
you.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
fun.
It
I don't
is really
surf.
fun.
I don't do none of
Yeah,
that.
what else do you do, Tony? I think about it. Like, you know, people like to go
fun,
fucking
yeah.
shooting. People like to go skateboarding.
I'll go
I don't-
shooting.
I don't think I've ever seen you do anything outside of fighting. What is your thing to do?
Fucking not get hurt.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even ride a bicycle and shit. I don't see you riding bikes.
And he's forever beating people up.
That's all you do, bro. Like, you just love
Oh,
fucking
hey,
people
dude.
up. Like, I got other fights that are like, you know, they go ATV riding and shit.
Right.
Bro,
You know,
I'm not
they're into
gonna lie.
painting. They'll be like
Fishing
painting
and shit.
stuff, fishing.
I'm not gonna
Somebody's
lie,
just
bro.
fucking training 24/7.
Yeah, beating people up.
Yeah, all I do is train.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I like
Like,
to
I
do.
play the guitar and shit. You know, I do like a bunch of other stuff.
Hey.
This was just over here just fighting every day.
Right.
But hands down, marketing side on that thing, if you have a hobby, push it. Just like this. Argument's sake, like me. Mine's snowboarding. People look at me, oh, fighter, snowboarder, comedian. That's what it
And
is.
tennis
Yeah.
too. and Shit.
Oh,
Hey,
and
other
tennis,
shit.
and tennis,
Sure.
you know?
Yeah,
And then they look at Jalen. He is a
Skateboarder.
fighter, skateboarder.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, you go to Cowboy Cerrone when he was moving and everything.
yeah.
Fighter,
Cowboy.
cowboy,
Yeah, farmer,
motorcycler.
Yeah, it's
the
a
whole nine.
smart. It's a
Oh, that
very
does
smart.
everything.
Yeah.
It's a very
Yeah.
smart marketing choice to do, because what happens is as you become a professional fighter, your fame starts to rise, and your personality is part of your brand. You know,
That's true.
and you start to get a certain audience that likes to watch you win and wants to support you. Like, for example, Tony, he's half Salvadorian, half Mexican. So then, you know, the Salvadorian and Mexican crowd that come from similar backgrounds as him want to support him and see him grow.
Yep.
Now, if he was like into, you know, he was like a tacuache and is into like hardcore trucks and Mexican music, then he would have all that groupie fan base, you know,
Like
with
now.
with the little fucking peso pluma haircut and shit, you know. We're here to see Tony cut.
Oh my god.
The Edgars.
We get all the
Hey,
little
fool,
Edgars.
like-
Hey, fool.
Hey, like, just like this, your tattoos, right? That's also added to it. And not only your tattoos, you got your podcast. You up on here, you're doing this, right?
Yeah.
These are things that you want to continue to keep pushing. Like, these are those one of those things like, hey, marketing, they want to know who's Tony. Yeah, we know Tony can fight. That's how you got us in here. But now, you know, when they come to talk to you, what else is next?
Right.
Like, you know, it's just you're gonna only talk about beating up people.
I like doing like ceremonies, like plant medicine ceremonies, like ayahuasca.
Yeah, Tony's more like the spiritual
right.
guy, you know.
It's,
I would
that'd
say
be some
so.
things you gotta like market. Like, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is what I like.
And then we're gonna be
you know?
selling Tony's microdosed chocolate bars coming soon to
Oh, man, there
stores
it
near
goes.
you.
There
I'm gonna get some. You feel me? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I'll
well,
hook
we
you
got to
up,
come
bro.
a name. We got to come up with a name for your mushroom chocolates, bro. What are we gonna call them?
Dang.
The Conqueror's bars or something. And they're made out of gold because it's like a gold bar.
Some cool shit. I don't know. I gotta
Yeah.
take like an eighth and think about it.
Yeah, trying to think what else. Because he got the Joker too. We could have different bars, bro. One that's like the Jester bar.
Oh hell no, that's gonna make you trip the
damn.
fuck out.
Yeah,
Call one of them, hey fool.
yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
there it
fool.
is.
Hey fool.
Hey, fool.
Just push it there, hey fool.
That's funny.
Man, that's crazy.
I got a question for you. So what's your beef with Kevin Holland? Because honestly, I see his stuff and his antics. I don't really like him that much.
See, this is why we didn't go to.
And he got beef with Bobby too. So I was like, man, fuck that fool. You know?
He does?
Yeah.
big
I didn't know that.
And
He's
this
just a
is-
hater.
Yeah, and a bitch. Go ahead, hit that button. Hit that button.
Which
whatever
one?
Which one that says?
The fart?
He said, "Bitch, they go." Like, nah,
Kevin Holland fight.
full ass fact. But no, my fucking beef on it. Wait, they fighting in Colorado right now, or is it
I
Denver
don't even see. I don't even.
or Denver, Colorado? Bobby and them right now.
Utah.
Okay. I had a reason because I ended up like breaking this down because, you know, Bobby asked, Sam asked, and he was like, oh, you should have told me, or, you know, wanted to bring you and everything. And I was like, I don't think it was probably a smart idea. And he was like, wait, why? He was like, remember what I told you about Kevin? He was like, oh, shit, yeah, you're all right. So basically the whole
They're
issue,
training together right now?
No, not training. They're fighting on the same card.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Sorry about
Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday. Coming up.
Shit.
Pay per view.
That's right. That's right.
You know, so
you didn't want to beat him up before his fight?
oh, because it was going to happen. It was like 100% going to happen. Like on the fact is, in one, Bobby and them were beefing, or whatever the case is on their scenario.
Yeah.
And he ended up asking me like, "Hey, what do you think Kevin would do?" And the thing is, I'm cool with Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin, we're cool. We're legit. Like one of those. Hey, you know, he walked in. He's coming to give me a whole hug, the whole nine. We're like brothers, so whatever to call the case.
Yeah.
You know. So to push on my story before I get back to Bobby's, the thing is how we were cool. The fact is that how we ended up meeting each other, it was with another bitch ass dude named Brandon. You know, he's Turp House. He was the owner of Turp House. If everybody that knows about Turp House, you know, he was running that. He's a bitch. So, so hit another button. I don't know. For bitch, no.
There we go.
Oh, yeah, we'll take it, bitch. What? Yeah. But yeah, so him, so yeah, we ended up meeting. I met him and his wife. He met me, and at the time it was just my girlfriend that eventually turned into my fiance and also had my child, my beautiful boy, June. You know, so my son's mom. So,
Yeah.
you know, whole nine. We were all cool, legit. Before all that, it was fights. We fought on the same cards, the whole nine.
Yeah.
Then that ended up pushing into this moment where he was in, like later on, he was in my, at the time, fiance, also had my child or pregnant with my child and everything, in her DMs.
Oh,
the fuck you in my girl's fiance's DMs. Yeah, hit that. What? I'll take what? Yeah, bitch.
Come on.
You know,
man.
and hands down, like off on that note, it's just off of this is off of a principle. Like, you know, like you invite a friend over or, you know, your brother or what you think that is, and they're going behind your back. Yeah. You know, with the person that you felt like, hey, it's going to be your wife or trying to be your wife.
And he knew.
And he knew. He knew. Because like I said, we were literally fighting, airing cards together, the whole nine.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we see each other.
Did you ever bring it up to him?
That's the thing. Never had a chance. And now it's one of those, you already know what's up. And now,
hold on a second. I'm curious in this. Now, when you say he like slid into her DMs, is it like? Did you see the messages?
I saw a partial messages of the message, and it's one of those. It could have just been an A. I don't give a fuck.
Okay,
why are you in my
I
girl's
see.
fucking DMs?
Okay,
like, you know.
So on site, is it going to be I need an answer, or is it going to be a fight?
Is there a punch button somewhere in there?
We couldn't fit the punch one, but we got the AK. Is it on site like this?
Like that.
Okay,
like that. So
okay.
So now we're
I'm getting
forward.
I'm getting to know your personality too. You know, because what happens is there's people that are like, I want to find out what happened. I want his side, and I need an apology. And there's other people who are like, there is no apology. We're fighting.
Now fuck that shit.
You know, it's fuck that shit. Like, because right now it's just me being real. Because like you guys like already heard basically the sum up of everything up about me. Now, I'm not saying the full critical and whatnot, but the thing is, I've done a lot. I've been in the game for a long time. Me raising up is not the best place. We was not brought up in the best place. It was fighting mentality, you know, before it got into, hey, we're shooting and whatnot. It's principle, respect. You know, it's like
I see where you're coming from, and I completely agree with what you're saying, and I understand what you're saying. I didn't get it till now, but when we grew up, it's like we're gonna fight first and then talk afterwards, and we could squash the beef after we fight.
And the funny thing is, that was the mindset. Like, my thing is because like, so I'm gonna speed up the conversation.
Yeah, go ahead,
week, right? So Bobby goes, wait, what? Well, damn. I mean, we're gonna be jumping his ass. So I was like, exactly. And I was like, shit, if you don't bring me and if you bring Tony, what do you think Tony gonna do?
Bro, I was thinking the same shit, bro. I didn't say nothing. I was like, if Andre starts fighting, I'm gonna jump in.
I just said that earlier.
I'm sitting there. I was like, this is Kevin ain't getting paid.
Yeah.
I was like,
I didn't even have to say that shit.
Bro, I was just like, in my mind, it was already on that, and then like Coach Sam was looking at me. He goes, and tells
so you
me,
didn't go out of respect, I guess you could say it.
Oh, no, it's more like this. If they would have called, if he would have said to go, I'm going. It would have been just like that. Like, hey, Bobby, you know, I'm there for
So
Bobby,
they're grateful that they didn't invite you.
That's part. And I know that was added reason
It'd have been
why
a big ass rumble.
Bro, that's why Bobby never wants to take me neither. He thinks I'm going to just fight. I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
And look, I probably messed this one up. So my bad, because I did bring it up. Because he was like, I was like, because if you bring me, I'm like, I'm swinging it. And you know, if Tony there, he's swinging. He was like, and he goes, yeah, we're going to be jumping him. I was like, exactly. I was like, so if this happens, I'm like, this is what's happening. Because they, you know, their beef is like that awkward stuff and what's his name running his mouth off of Twitter and whatnot, you know? And this is him asking me like, hey, like, is he like that type that'll kind of like shoot up on things? And I was like, to be honest, Bobby, I'm going to be real with you. We were not going to find out because the time that he walks in, I'm already hitting him.
Shit.
And if I don't hit him, and I hear the fact is in he says something to you, I'm going to hit him. And I'm like, and if anybody else that I was like, and that's when I looked at Tony. I was like, and if Tony was there, you know what Tony's doing. Yeah. I was like, now, and he goes, and you already know I'm jumping in. And I was like, exactly. So us going there, motherfuckers are not getting paid.
And he's not, you know, you guys are
does he roll deep?
You guys are getting this is not how he really acts. You know what I mean? So it's like, no, I listen to what I'm saying.
Andre's cool as fuck.
Yeah, this nigga right here is one of the
super chill.
Coolest motherfuckers on the planet.
Until you slide into his girl's DMs, disclaimer, don't fucking do it.
Hit the button. Somebody hit something over there. Shit, nigga.
Hey.
This is what happens if you hit that DM.
Any girl he won't. And this is my thing. Like, and that's the thing on Kevin. Like, there's a billion girls.
It's a respect thing, and it's a bitch move.
And then to be honest, this is like me really speaking on it, and I actually crossed this line with it about yesterday. I forgot what the hell I was doing, but I actually just start verbally like speaking on it, you know? Yeah. And then I'm like, why do I need to end up holding my tongue for a bitch, you know, bitch dude off of some other rare shit? And it's just like this. Granted, as in if they hooked up after me. I don't give a fuck. That part, it is what it is. That's my past. Hey, she went to the streets. She's back with you. That is what it is. Yeah. But it's the fact is,
now you got a kid with her though. I don't think you can ever pass that up.
It's like I can't pass that part up. But the thing is, but at least she's a grown woman. She can do whatever how she wants, long because you know my boy's with me majority of the time.
You know what? This leads perfectly into a conversation we were talking about earlier, bro. But I'm gonna let you keep talking. But you already know what I'm gonna bring up.
Yes, look. Go ahead, ask a question. I can jump into that. I'm gonna defend my man right now. I'm gonna defend my man.
So he wants to defend someone that I think is something not defendable. But we're talking about, you know, because right now you're doing bare knuckle fighting, you know, and we said you should challenge a celebrity, you know, and then I told him you should challenge Adam 22, you know, and then the prize maybe you could get his wife too.
Hey,
I like Adam, man.
So hey, man, hold on. So Adam, I'm sure he's got a lot of people's sliding into his girl's DMs and into her facts, bro.
Facts. You know, but I'm not sliding in no one's DMs. You know, unless it's the chick that I'm like into right now. But hey, hands down, I'm defending my boy Adams because you got to end up remembering like one of the most major things that are men's problems, or you know, it's one of those situations when they jump in a relationship. It's that, hey, is there somebody else? Hey, are they cheating? And 9 times out of 10, these women have sneaky links. Like, you know, they're behind and doing stuff. And it's like,
I will say this: women are a lot sneakier than men. We're kind of retarded. We get caught every time we try to cheat.
But here's
girls. I would say most girls that cheat, 90% of them never get caught.
So look, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna do this too. I'm gonna defend for the males as well. Really. We're not sloppy. It comes down to the fact is if you care or not.
Is that what
care enough? I promise you. If you really think about it, all the times that all the guys that have cheated, right? Like it ain't me. I have never cheated, but you know all the guys that have cheated. Yeah. It comes down to the fact is they just didn't care.
Yeah.
Like you know. Yeah, I don't care. It's like meaning like, hey, I left the number in my phone. Right. Hey, I left the text message in there. Yeah. Hey, if I get caught, I get caught. It's kind of like it is what it is. I don't even like her. They just don't have the balls to just say, I want to break up. Like, you know,
I see what you're saying.
Let's go the easy route and leave things there because they've been cheating for like what? It's argument's sake, they jumped in a 3-year relationship and they found a girl and they were cheating on this girl for a whole year. And then out of nowhere, at the end, that last day, he gets caught. But he's been doing good for 300 and fucking
you know what?
days.
I guess
he don't care.
I guess there's some validity and truth to what you're saying to where like he's probably been cheating for a while if he got caught.
Yeah, you know. And
he just got sloppy because he didn't care.
Bro, and then on top of that, it's like this. Like even me, when I ended up like, damn, Like all these girls have been breaking my heart and cheating on me, right?
Dang.
My mind.
Where's the sad? Where's the?
Hey, like for all of them, like, you know, that have done this shit, like I'm over in my mindset, it's like, oh, I want to get you back or I'm gonna get the next one, you know, I'm just turning in like karma in the circle, right?
Oh my God.
But
using
it never works that
scapegoat.
one. Yeah, it's like you escape, but it comes down to it's like, damn, I'm lazy as hell. Like I don't feel like talking to extra people because that's a lot of energy you got to put in with one chick and then another chick, and then if you have 9 chicks, that's too many chicks, and I'm barely stuck on one trying to make people happy. You see, and then on top of that, I'm training all the damn time.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
You know, you got an Excel spreadsheet of all the girls you're talking to. Like, she likes flowers. Okay, what does she like?
And then you
get it wrong.
And then look, straight up,
She got 3 kids.
Sure.
and then
You make acronyms for the names of the kids so you can remember and shit.
Hey, it's just like you were really out there like making notes. Like if you don't have these notes, like out of these 9 chicks,
You're done.
You're done. It's like, that ain't my birthday, bitch. And like you right, like you know, it's little small things like that.
You gave her a birthday gift that's the wrong size because you got it from another girl.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. So it's like, but the thing is, like the females, they always had that one sneaky link, and this is my thing of what I'm going back with Adam. Like,
Let's hear it.
they had that one sneaky link, and we're always worried. Everybody's, you know, it's like, don't get me wrong, there is loyal chicks out there. You know, there is like legit women that.
What is he talking about? That nigga was lying.
Hey, look. Okay, so let's put it like this. Just in case there's a chick that is loyal enough,
That's it.
argument's sake, loyal enough.
It's our mom, and that's it.
Hey, that's what I'm on. It's loyal
Mom,
enough.
grandma, that's it.
And grandma.
When I say loyal enough, I'm saying like loyal enough until, because you know they have their backup. Like, hey, you fuck up, all right, don't worry, I'm about to go back to my sneaky link. But they don't. They'll cut off the sneaky link just to keep it, or you know, just to be with you. But when you fuck up and they say, hey, I want a timeout or a break, that's what they're doing, and then they'll come back.
Yeah.
That's like, you know, that's when I say loyal enough, right? But there's these other moments. Loyal enough. You know. What? But it comes down to it. So now, what's his name? Adam, 22. What he did, he has built and broke the whole dynamic of this whole situation by simply cutting the middleman, by simply saying, cutting the matrix. You know, he said, fuck it. Go fuck that big black nigga. Right? Wow. That's your dream.
And he had to pick the big black guy.
Yeah. And granted,
There's a pause on that.
Well, I mean, he didn't pick. She picked.
But that's what she
works.
wanted. He said, all right, do that. You get that out of your system.
Yeah.
Now we can kind of go back to fucking normal, right?
Well, I mean, she had to
that.
wait a couple days.
Oh yeah, he did. He did wait. No.
But nobody.
No, he didn't wait. She had to wait.
Yeah, she had to wait. Yeah,
Nobody
right.
talks about how many porn stars he done fucked
But look, he had.
Oh yeah, he
with
has.
his wife. Like, it's like, damn, that nigga done fucked a lot of bad ones, right?
And all I'm saying
shit.
is
You know
that
what I
he
mean?
cut that line. He just literally
She
said,
had
"Hey,
one. The niggas just
bang
should've-
her. At least I know that you're not cheating on me. You banging him. I'm giving you that
Under
that
my
pass.
control.
Under my control. He controlled the system, like the whole dynamic. He controlled it. He got
Well,
points.
I'll
I
give
would
you
never do it.
I'll give you my.
hey, I
You
wanna
ain't
do
getting
it
my
too.
bitch.
I want to do it too.
Sorry, but you ain't do it. You ain't getting mine.
Yeah,
going Andrew.
You might have to
I
be
think he
Mr.
was. I think he didn't need to do it. I think he wanted to. I'm sure he thought about it and decided to. I think on a marketing strategy, it's pretty. It's a good marketing ploy because they are essentially porn stars. That's what they do. They have an OnlyFans. They both sleep with other people, so they live in a different world compared to the average person. And they're 2 adults that decided this. You know, to make it public. They are public figures. So I'm sure they were ready to get all the ridicule and all of that stuff. I wouldn't personally do it because, you know, for many reasons, but I think it's a pretty fucking humiliating thing that he went through. And I wouldn't be able to live with my fucking self if I was that fool. I don't give a fuck about all the money. I don't give a fuck about all the fame.
Yeah, I can't
Personally, I wouldn't, that wouldn't be my girl. That would be some hoe to me, you know? That'd be like, but that's his fucking wife. Like, that's fucking weird. To me, it like, anytime people bring it up, I feel cringy. I feel like uncomfortable. I feel like gross, you know?
So
because I see it as a dynamic of a husband and wife. But they're not a traditional husband and wife relationship. Like you said, they have a OnlyFans. They have they're porn stars in a sense. But one thing that you said is like, you know, girls always have a sneaky link. There is biology, you know, and women are wired a little bit different than men. Like they pair bond to one strong man, and that's who they want to be with. You know, if you go to most girls and you say, do you want to fuck a bunch of different guys? They'd be like, oh no, that's gross. You know, true. To them, it's not the same as guys like me. Like, you want to be with a bunch of beautiful women? Like, yeah, you know, ask any freaking guy. If they can be with multiple women that are beautiful, they're all going to say yes. Women, they're not like that. That's not like their biology isn't that way. It's meant to like pair bond with one person and want to be with that one person. And a lot of it is a biology because they have babies. They have babies. You know, I was having this conversation with my friend yesterday, actually. It was fucking hilarious. Because I told her, imagine that whenever you have sex with someone, there's a 50% chance of either one of you getting pregnant. So if I have sex with a girl, we don't know who's going to get pregnant. It's either going to be her or it's going to be me. If I told her if that was the situation, I'd be a loyal ass motherfucker. I'd be like, you know what? We're not smashing. Yeah. We're not smashing on the first date. And I told her, and to put a little caveat on top of that, the baby comes out your dick. You know.
Shit. So we're gonna add it in.
You know, I'd be like, imagine I had like 3 kids and shit out of bad luck. We're like, Hannibal's loose as fuck. You know.
Oh, Hannibal's loose as fuck.
He's got 3 kids and shit. You know, dick looks like a banana peel.
I don't know, bro. If that was me, I'll go the Andrew Tate way. Fuck that shit.
Which is what?
Fucking toxic masculinity.
Yeah,
that's how her.
Bro, you want to say that after you're pregnant?
Shit. No, I'm saying if I was like Adam 22 or some shit.
Oh,
like,
okay.
That's why I'm gonna go to a different country and find a girl over there.
Yeah, which country, bro?
Make money.
I don't know yet.
Sense.
Where are you gonna go?
Shit, anywhere.
Salvador,
DR.
Get you a nice
DR,
Salvador. Dominican Republic. I'm gonna go in Brazil, bro.
Puerto Rican right
Brazil.
I'm gonna go to Brazil.
Hell no, they got a lot of fucking
Brazil's fine.
STDs over there.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit, never mind. I ain't going there.
It's bad. It's like Thailand and shit.
What?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
So, like me just.
Well, in Thailand they have a lot of lady boys. That's different.
They do.
Like, damn, this girl's fine as hell. I mean, like, oh, she got a demon.
Tricking eyes.
Yeah, I'll be trying to figure that out because they be out here like, God damn, man, out here looking perfect.
You know what's crazy with like, you know, plastic surgery, makeup, filters, all this stuff. There's like some lady boys or transgender that look more female than some females. They do. You know, they're like, what the hell? Like, you couldn't even tell. Yeah, you wouldn't even be able to tell unless they told you, you know.
I'll suck that shit out.
Oh, my God, Lord.
Hey, you guys like BBLs?
I like them a little bit.
You like BBLs?
Just a little bit. I like the natural look first, but if it matches,
I love BBLs,
I'm
bro.
not tripping.
It's my thing.
I'm not tripping.
Huh?
Go ahead and do it.
Like, don't get me wrong. It's like if I meet you and that's just how it is, that's just how it is. So meaning you already had your BBLs.
Right,
hey,
right.
It is what it is.
Yeah, I like mine.
But
I see
I
see what he's doing.
Tony, so you wouldn't date nobody?
He's like, I ain't paying for one, but I'll take it.
You're not doing nothing with that. With a BBL?
I'm not gonna close my options. You know.
You know what I mean?
What you doing? That's what he's doing right
We
now.
love them around here.
I keep it wide. You know.
Hey.
Yeah, keep your options open, keep them wide.
Because what if she comes around? I don't know. It's a BBL.
Oh my gosh,
And see, and then that's what
It's nice.
some of them got
It feels real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as long as it feels real.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
I like I've been around those and
The good ones
some
anyways.
feel real, some feel
Yeah.
Yeah, not
natural,
just
some like bricks and it'd be like
what the hell?
yeah, I feel
hard.
hard.
They put like synth on your ass
They
or
be
some
talking about
shit.
tell me how it look. I'd be like, yeah, it look good.
But it don't
Feel
feel
it.
good.
It's
Yeah.
bricks, baby.
Like, this thing's heavy.
Yeah.
So can I ask you guys something? Who's your guys' top 5 fighters right now in the UFC?
Top 5.
Pound
Well,
for
for
pound.
sure, Volkanovski.
For sure, man.
he's sick.
I got John number 1.
John Jones,
John
2.
Jones.
I got yeah.
The whole steroid shit is kind of weird, but
Yeah, I got Big John. That's my guy, man. That
It's a
motherfucker is.
pentogram, man. It don't count.
I'll go-
That's why Jones is number 1 in
Yeah,
the
John
UFC
Jones
with
is
me.
crazy, man.
Yeah.
I think he
I'll
should
go
have some more
full-
cocaine in his blood, though. Then maybe
man,
he'd be my number 1.
That dude is amazing, man.
And
Hey,
you know, I got a Bobby. You know,
Bobby,
Bobby
Bobby, Bobby,
shit.
Bobby, all
Bobby,
time.
John.
What are you guys' thought on all the Russian,
Fuck the
Dagestani
Russians.
fighters?
Fuck Russians.
And
How
their,
about
and their
that?
style of fighting. I
I like
think,
Russian women. That's it.
I think their
they're
style
crazy
is
too.
very
They
boring. For me, anyways, their style is kind of boring to watch. It's effective and it's
fun, though,
efficient.
now. It's fun to watch, brother.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but it's
The Russian
it's fun.
style?
Yeah,
Of just like
learned-
smashing people on the
Man,
ground and
it's-
just like
to me now.
mauling?
I used to hate that. But
Yeah.
then now me, I'm like, that shit is fun to watch because why can't you get up? Get up, motherfucker.
Yeah.
If it's that easy.
Oh,
and if it's, you know what I mean?
No, like I
Let
said,
me up.
like,
get up.
no, like I said, it's very efficient.
Right,
And
right.
but as far as a fight, I like motherfuckers just
Me too.
just banging, you know?
Me too.
That's
bang,
like the
bro.
easiest way to win a fight. If you can wrestle somebody, then do it, you know? Because, like, I feel like stand-up is like 50-50. Even if you're fucking somebody up, they can just whoop, boom, and you're out.
Yeah. Right.
You know? So, but, like, wrestling is like, come here, let me hold you. You
Yeah.
can't do nothing.
I like whispering sweet things into your ears while I wrestle you.
Oh, move. Do something.
Do you ever talk to your opponent while you're like grappling and shit?
Yeah.
What do you say?
I say, this is going to happen to you all night.
Oh my goodness.
Really?
But you see the look
And
that
it's
he
true,
gave to the
too.
side.
in the side mouth.
Yeah. He ain't lying. He be doing that practice shit.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Look. He be over
Nah,
here
Bobby,
practice.
bro. Bobby's the worst, bro.
Hey, you ain't lying.
I hate that shit. He be like, bitch. I'm like, fuck, come on.
Eating people up.
Yeah, not lying.
That's funny.
He be over here, got me
Oh,
on contact.
shit.
He be like, you know, 'cause I remember he ended up sending a group text to us, everybody. He was like, yeah, you know, when I use the word bitch, he breaking it down. He was like, I don't mean it like that. I just feel, because he gets deep at times. So he's getting deep in this message. He's like, yeah, you know, I just see you guys are, you know, you guys have a future. Y'all gonna do it. It's like, this is after you got done calling them bitch. Yeah, I'm like, and then me, it's like,
That's his philosophy and why he calls you bitch.
Yeah, I promise you. I promise you.
It's
It's
the best out of you, huh? The best, bro. Like, pause, but.
like, and it's good because, you know, he ends up running his mouth.
Yeah.
And it's like, out of everybody like me, like, I don't really run my mouth, but I'd be like, I do talk. I'll be like, fuck, I was like, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
hey,
I've seen
let
Bobby
me go.
train with Tony before, and he talks a lot while he's training.
Oh, it's 100.
Yeah, the whole
It's
time he's
100.
talking, you know.
Bro, that
you
shit
don't.
gets to your
I didn't
head.
see you talk much when you train.
Now I do. I'm like,
Okay.
what's up, bitch? What's up, bitch?
Yeah.
I got it from Bobby though, cause that shit would get in my head. So then I was like, all right, I'm.
It helps too, though,
I'ma
with
take
you
that
guys
shit.
too, though, right? It helps when you do it. It's like people don't know why you do it, but it helps with timing and stuff like that.
And on top of that, it's like a little, it's a adrenaline. It's like our energy drink. Like when it starts doing it.
Yeah.
Because because one, like if I do run my mouth, it'll be with Bobby after he just got done calling me bitch about 3 times. And he'll be like, I'll be like, oh, so who's the bitch now?
I texted him. I texted him. That's why he sent that text in the group chat. I told him, I was like, bro, you need to start calling me a bitch.
Okay. Now, all right, it clicked because it randomly. He just popped it up.
Oh, he
and it
just
was
started
like,
to,
yeah,
like,
it got really
explain.
deep. Like, oh, okay. And I'm like over here, like I just put like.
Oh, he was
laughing
explaining
emoji
himself.
and shit.
Yeah, because I was walking and my shoulder was hurt, and he was like, you ain't hurt, bitch. And then he's like, you ain't gonna get in here, bitch. And I was like, what? So then I got on top of him. We just started fighting and shit.
Yeah.
And then
Hey.
I was like, I can't walk away now. He just called me a bitch.
Yeah.
But
I
he
see.
he likes doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like fucking entertaining. Like, you know, when
That's
you're up
funny.
in there. And this, because that was like one of the things that I always ended up bringing up when I was in like Texas. I was like one thing about our gym,
Yeah.
like everybody's getting tested, no matter how you look at it. Like, you know, it's the alpha or whatever you want to end up calling it, but everybody has that mentality of killing this. Like, you know, you're in here, we're gonna throw in. I'm not just gonna allow you to walk out or say what you want without me saying something. Like I said,
Yeah.
Bro, the other day, I went with him, right? And then I was tired as fuck already because fucking Andre.
Yeah.
And I'm going, and then they're like, oh, go with Mark. Bobby starts telling me to go with Mark, which is another fighter at the gym who's really good. And then I was like, all right. So then
The
we
Brazilian
started.
guy?
No, he's not Brazilian. He's Mexican.
Oh, okay. Who am I thinking of? Marcos. I think he's a coach.
Mark is actually the same age as me. He's gonna be fighting August 5th for Spar Star.
Oh, okay.
shout out.
Yeah, shout out to Mark.
Nice.
And he's fucking good, bro. So then they put me in the ring with him and shit, and I'm going. He's kind of fucking me up, but I'm talking shit. I was trying to get him tired.
Yeah.
I was like, "What's up, bitch?" I was like, "What?" And I was like,
Started using the bitch line.
"He'll hit me."
Transferred.
Yeah.
He'll hit me, and I'll be like, "What is that? What is that?"
Are you hitting me with pillows, bro? What's
These are
going on?
facts.
And I'm getting beat up though. Like I'm getting
Are you
touched up.
talking shit?
And then we end it, and then they're like, "Oh, he beat you up." And then I was sitting outside. I was talking to Andre, and then Bobby comes out. He's like, "Oh, he got you. He beat you up." I was like, what? I was like, let's go again then. I was like, this time we're going to go with no time limit, though, till somebody says stop.
Hey, wait, go back, though. Because
Doghouse.
he had me rolling with this shit. Ooh. He comes out, he was like, yeah, he beat your ass. He was like, what? I dropped him, right?
That's funny.
Look, we all were like, oh, he went with that. He was like, yeah, he definitely went with that. He was like, because he was on the ground, like, it was just like that. He was like, I didn't get dropped. Then next you know, it's like, yeah, no time limit, let's go. And they literally went no time limit. So I'm like a pair of witness on this shit. They were going. I was just like, wow, these motherfuckers going forever.
Yeah, that's crazy,
bro. He was touching me up and shit, punching me on my head. I was like, I don't give a fuck. And then I'll hit him with like one good one, and he'll like move, and then he'll just go back and hit me with like 5. And then they were like, and then Bobby and Eli were like in the corner, like coaching him against me.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's 3 against 1. I don't give a fuck though. And then Coach Sam starts coaching me. I was like, thank you, coach. Thank you, coach.
That's funny.
Bro, we're going for a cool minute, dog. He even punched me in the body. I was like, and like I was about to go to the floor, but I was like, hell no. And then they're like, all right, that's it. I was like, no. And then he just starts hitting me again. I was like, I don't give a fuck.
Hey. And then the bell and then the clock got turned off somehow. Yeah. And they were still going. Damn. I was just like, wow.
And then
they're like wilding.
Mark ended up saying that to stop. And then Bobby's like, you didn't say stop though. So I was like, yeah, I told you I wasn't gonna stop.
Yeah, that's funny.
He said stop. He was beating me up so much. He's like, all right.
You feel bad? You feel bad for you?
I was like, I ain't done. Oh, you're done. We could be done.
As soon as he turns away, you wince in pain and shit. You're like, oh.
Like, I ain't gonna say I quit, but if you want to stop,
we can stop.
We can stop. That part.
Hey.
That's funny.
Oh man,
nice. We be doing some crazy ass shit at the gym, bro.
Like I promise you, got like mad stories. Like fucking like a day later, I ended up getting like mad super gash with 4 stitches. With
he had like
Bobby.
A big ass bump on his head, bro.
So I see you got this big scar on this other eye.
Right.
That one. Well, you got that one up there
that's
too.
This is a couple of days.
Oh, that's the one from a couple of days. What about the other one over here?
So here's fucking from so about to be the debut of my MMA career started. Fucking Freddie. Yeah, Freddie. Ended up doing like a super spinning heel kick.
Oh, shit.
Super
spinning heel kick.
Hey, because 1, we weren't supposed to be doing it, and 2, we were supposed to be like, touch
sparring,
touch up sparring, because it's the week of the fight.
Yeah, you're
the
a little
whole
bit,
9.
Yeah,
Coach Sam is like, just touch up, boom,
yeah.
Right. And this is at the time they told me to pop my helmet on, and I never rock helmets because of this situation.
Huh.
And I know like a lot of people are like, oh, that's opposite, but every time I pop on a helmet, something bad happens. And I popped the helmet on. I put on the helmet because everybody was on my ass about it. I'm like, all right, I popped it on. I promise you, 1 round later. Actually, no, it was in the first round. Fucking super spinning heel kick. Yeah. Cut my whole sliced open. I had to end up getting
it. Doesn't protect the brow?
No, not
the helmet?
Or the helmet, it did, but the way that he kicked, it popped up.
Shit.
Like, so it's like a super slice.
Damn, that was a nice kick, bro.
Bro, it was. I had to give him points. It was a nice kick, but
I thought you were going to say it was in the ring against your opponent.
The headgear's like a green light to go hard, though.
Straight up.
That's why I don't wear it.
Yeah, and that's like another thing.
I see.
So,
that makes a lot of sense, too. Like, rather not wear it and just don't fucking destroy me. We're sparring,
Like, you don't got one and I don't got one, so you better
trusting
chill.
your partner. That's a good question for both of you guys. Who do you think is, like, the hardest puncher that you've either fought in the cage or during practice? You're like, this motherfucker
hardest
strong.
Puncher?
Yeah, hardest striker, whether it's punch or kick.
This fool got a strong ass left hand, and he don't really use it in practice because he'll fuck us up.
Oh, okay.
like that.
He don't throw it. He don't throw it
like that.
Yeah.
Fucking all my training partners, him, Eli, and Bobby both hit me the hardest out of anybody.
Okay.
And
what about you? I mean, you have more of a record and a longer career, so you fought a lot of people. Who would you say has the strongest punch?
I'm gonna sit there.
Yeah, so sorry about that. Technical difficulties, people. Hardest puncher. You have obviously a longer career, so you fought a lot more people. Who would you say is the toughest? The strongest striker you fought?
All right, so besides this fucker.
Tony?
Yeah, Tony, because
Tony has a powerful ass punch, man, and it comes out of nowhere. And it's crazy because people don't expect it, and I don't know why they don't expect it, because if they seen your fucking your fights, you could tell they have a strong ass punch. But people are like, And then, they get hit, and you can tell they're like, they're just probably like, fuck, this was strong as shit.
And then I always end up telling them, because every time we chop it up, like after or whatever, me breaking down whatever's going on.
Yeah.
It's him, because like the other day, that same day that, he went into Super War with Mark and shit.
Yeah.
Before that, it was like, me and him had to go.
Oh,
and
okay.
it was like, all right, fuck. And, and then I'd be telling him like shit, It's always some fucking shit right there.
Yeah.
So drilling, we go. I ended up, you ended up popping my ass like one fucking great time. And it was like, shit, right? And I'm sitting here like, fuck, all right. It's like either I got to end up micromanage it, or I got to end up like either tuning or basically toning up.
Yeah.
But my body didn't want to tone up. So
because we train, bro. We train and then we spar. Like,
yeah, so you're fucking exhausted at that point.
And it's that part.
The
So
wrestling
like,
and shit.
Yeah.
my body was like already like whatever on moment.
Yeah.
And he did that shit, and I was like, fuck. And then, you got Eli, and then you got Bobby. It's like
Yeah.
everybody hits, and they all have their own like special type of moves. And then even besides them in that gym, there was, when I was in Texas, my boy AJ. AJ Graham, like, oh boy, he actually is a little boxer. He's
a boxer?
Hard. Yeah, he hits.
Okay.
He hits hard. And the funny story on that one, like I walked in, or I flew in, and the coach, which is AC of the whole Dallas Enforcers for the Team Combat League, right? He goes and tells me he's breaking down everybody's name. I'm not getting names, but the one that set out heavenly was AJ, because he kept on bringing AJ up.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. As soon as I get there, he doesn't like introduce me to nobody.
Yeah.
He just says, all right, you about to spar. And I just got freshly off the fucking plane.
Yeah.
I had to go to the hospital, give out blood, and then I had to go up in there. So my first day was sparring.
Yeah.
First time that I walked up in there, don't shake no one's hand, I'm already in there. And then they put me in there. It was AJ. But I didn't know it was AJ.
Yeah.
He comes in, hard ass left. Bam. Boom. All right, you're AJ.
This is the guy they've been talking about.
Yeah, this is the guy he's been talking about. And then, nothing but shout outs to him. And then, me and him, like, we went to war type of deal.
Yeah.
Like, we had our fun.
How many fights have you had under bare knuckle?
Bare knuckle 1, this is about to be my second one, and it's for a title. So
bro, he got a 8-second knockout.
8-second knockout.
Oh,
Or
shit.
7-second knockout. They're trying to say 17 seconds, but
Yeah.
fuck them. My last punch was 7 seconds.
Yeah.
So, that's a 7-second knockout. That's
Yeah.
in my eyes.
Yeah.
But shout out
So
to my
they're
opponent.
counting the 10 count.
Yeah, the 10 count. And it's like,
okay.
you can't fucking do that. But all right, it is what it is.
Yeah. So since they didn't call it off, instead of
17.
they counted the 10 seconds and the
That part.
17.
And then, so I get there,
okay.
I'm like, yeah. Because every time they bring it, 17 seconds, 7. My last punch was at 7 seconds.
Yeah.
Like,
He was
go
out.
ahead and clock that. And then
Was he out or was he still trying to get up?
he was on the floor just.
He never got back up.
Never got back up.
What
so
was
it's
it?
like I get the 10 seconds.
Body shot or
So
what was it?
it was a body shot, but it was.
It was a combination.
Yeah, it was a combination because
Okay.
like I popped off with like a good 2, then followed it with a double 2, and then a little touch back with another 2.
Which one
All
do you
in
think is the
tough
one that finished them?
It was the last body shot.
Okay.
It was the last body shot, but I think it was one of those.
Body shots are so tough to get back up from, man.
Hey,
Because you want to get back up, but your body's like, stay the fuck down, bro.
and on top of that, it's like kind of like also on that other side, like, when you end up understanding, like, all right, this is how the fight's gonna go. I'm
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, you're like, should I keep on getting beat
Yeah,
up or
you
should
know.
I, get up and take a few more punches?
Take a free check, go home. Like,
Yeah, that's something that I'm curious in finding out from both of you guys. I don't think Tony's really experienced it yet, but being in a fight where you feel like you're losing, to where like you're like, fuck, I'm getting fucked up or I'm hurt, like I'm about to fucking lose this shit. What goes through your mind?
Oh, I had an amateur boxing fight.
Yeah, like what goes through your mind as far as like, do you strategize on how to survive the round, or do you strategize on like how to fucking turn that thing around? Like I always wonder what goes through a fighter's head as they're getting fucked up, like, cause I mean, it doesn't even matter if you're like, even the most elite fighters in the world have, most of them, unless you're like fucking Mayweather or some shit, have lost a fight, or have come up short. And I'm curious when you're in the moment, what the thought process is. And obviously there's those like fucking glamorous like fights where you come back and shit, like those highlight reels where you're like about to lose, but not all the fights are like that. Most of them, when you're about to lose, you end up fucking losing, but what goes through your guys' mind specifically? You know, you seem to have had more fights. What goes through your mind in those moments?
I will sit there and say it's survival.
Survival?
And I end up kicking off with the word survival. It's like more of on the tactic of the situation where when you get tired.
Okay.
Right? Because, you know, like when you're up and, you know, you're pumped and the whole nine,
Yeah.
you didn't drill and didn't just drop or whatever the case is, you're good, you're perfect. And your mindset is like, damn, if I can just get this one breather, or hey, if they give me that extra second, whatever the case is. But you come across certain people that don't give you those extra seconds.
Yeah.
Like argument's sake, this is like I said, you are basically always been like this. You're as good as your sparring partners. You're good as your teammates type of a deal. Meaning, like you have the certain things like what we were just talking about, like how Bobby, he ends up running his mouth type of a deal.
Yeah.
It's to motivate you to fucking keep going. Like, you know, because no one wants to be belittled or, you know, demeaned.
Yeah.
And your mindset, it's, oh, hell no, I'm not going to allow you to do this. Or it comes down in your corner that knows you. Like my brother, he knows me.
Yeah.
You know, from straight from the gates to now. It comes
so they
down,
know what to tell you to fire you up.
To tell you to fire you up. But now it comes down, it's like you hear it, you get that burst of energy, but you're in the middle. That's 5 minutes.
Yeah.
After 5 minutes, like, you know, that burst of energy can only last for about a good fucking minute.
Yeah.
30 seconds. Or it could last, you know, for like 3 minutes, but you still got 2 more minutes.
Yeah.
So now this is where that sparring, you know, that sparring that goes in that training like this.
Yeah.
Tony doesn't allow me to fucking breathe. No matter what.
Consistent.
He's consistent. He'll keep you to the moment of, hey, I'm going to make you feel like we're about to box. Boom, he takes you down.
Yeah.
This is that reason why he's landing those big-ass heavy shots, because he keeps you comfortable where you think you're there, and then he does this, and then he'll think you're getting ready to do this, he does that.
Right.
And that's the same thing with Elijah. Like, Elijah gives you that mindset, you know, but he has that dog mindset like, I might be catering it now, but just know when I kick my button, I'm on your ass. And then he clicks that button, he's on your ass. And it's like, shit. So these are those moments like when you're tired, you know, they're not tired because they got that burst of energy to fuck you up.
Yeah.
And then now you're surviving, like, all right, get the fuck off me. Because, like, how many times I've been, like, you know, I roll with him, he'd be like, I promise you, he'll fucking, like, take me down, and he'll end up, like, locking me. I'll be like, fuck. Hey. But if you let me go, though.
You're trying to bargain, let me stand up real quick.
It never fails. It's with him and Eli. I always sit here. I'll be talking. Me bargaining of getting my ass up. Yeah. And then it'll be like, all right, I know they ain't about to let me go, but I'll somehow weasel my ass up, or if I do get up, I'm back up, and now we're back up there throwing our things. But it always comes down to it of me being tired, or me like fucking like, all right, I'm over it.
Yeah.
I get those moments where I get to, basically my way of getting up or getting out of things is talking my way out of it. Like, all right, it's really not for them, it's for myself, of saying, all right, hey, stop being a bitch, get the fuck up. Hey, hey, you know, you ain't moving right, or hey, you need to do this. And they'd be like, hey, if you let me go, you know, we can't do this. And it's like, you know, they'll punch me like, shut the fuck up type of deal. Okay, you could have just said shut up. Like, you know, and it's the same thing with Bobby. Like, I always talk to Bobby when, like, you know, he takes me down before he starts saying the word bitch or whatever the case is. It's like me, I'm over here like, damn, that was good. Like, you know, but you think you about to keep me down here forever? No, I'm about to get up, and when I get up, I'm gonna fuck you up. Like, you know.
So I'm like, that's your way of talking shit.
It makes you want to get up.
Yeah.
Like, is that right?
Yeah, it's just like that.
There's a little cross psychology and shit.
Yeah, it's like, you know, if I can get in your head, you might let me go. But then now, note this. Say, argument's sake, we do get up.
Damn, bro, you just let all your secrets out.
They know I'm gonna still keep.
They're talking. Like, I'm not gonna get him up. I'm not gonna get up.
They know
fall for his tricks.
I'm gonna still get up if you say this to me.
You should call him a little bitch. Like, hey, you're a little bitch if you don't let me up, bro.
Hey, and then
you scared of getting punched, huh?
If it's training, I'm gonna get up. If somebody did that to me in a fight, I'm gonna be smart. I'm gonna be like, oh, this fool might knock me out in front of my mom.
That part right there.
Let me keep him down.
Hey, and that's like the encouraging words I get from my brother. Like, in the corner, like, hey, mom's watching.
Yeah.
Mom's watching, bro.
Yeah.
You
Pick
right?
that shit up.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, you're
That's
right.
good.
All right. Let me fix my shit.
Yeah, fix your shit.
Like, hey, it never failed. Like, hey, mom watching.
What's your spark, bro? What gets you like in those dark moments to light that fire or hit that button to like go that extra mile?
To want to like kill somebody?
Yeah, essentially. Like you're fucking about to die and you're like, it's him or me. What's the trigger?
I want to die. Give me that shit. That's what I think.
All right.
Like, if I die fighting, I die doing what I love. So kill me, motherfucker, because let's go.
I choose violence.
Yeah. I'm like, if you ain't ready to go there, bro, then because I know, like, if I go there, and it's like I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
And if that person is not ready to go there, then I'm gonna come out on top. So that's why I go there. I'm just like, boom.
Okay. So you think of this every fight?
Fuck yeah. I just think, I don't know. I think crazy, bro. I don't
It's
even
been
want to
working.
talk about it.
It's working, right? So don't break it, right?
Yeah.
Shit is working.
I go like psycho and shit.
You turn into the jester.
You look in my face and you're like,
Damn,
oh
boy.
shit, something's wrong
Yeah.
with that guy.
No, I really do enjoy seeing your ring entrances. I've been watching them since the amateurs, and you have a certain intensity about you that's very entertaining, but it's also very authentic. You know, because you could tell some people are like bullshitting. You know, they act hard when they walk into the cage, but you could tell you're literally going into your fucking psycho persona.
Bro, it's like,
that is Tony. That's who Tony is. You know?
get into the cage and it's like,
Yeah.
the thoughts come in and like, if I act all fucking confident, what if I get knocked out? And then I start thinking, knock me the fuck out. I'm like, and then that's when I start going crazy. I'm like, what's up, motherfucker?
Yeah. I'm excited to see your fight on the 5th. So I know both of you guys have some fights coming up. You want to talk a little bit about that, promote the fight, and I don't know if you guys have any sponsors or anything you want to give a shout out to as well.
Oh, I'll go first. I'm fighting August 5th. I'm going to be representing Peru. My stepdad's Peruvian. I've been to the jungle, you know, and hung out with Peruvian tribes like fucking motherfucking Tony, forgot. The Shipibo tribe from Peru, and they helped me come back from the mental state that I was in, so I got a lot of love for them. And I'm be fighting a Chilean, and Peruvians and Chileans, they don't like each other, so.
They don't? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they have a rivalry.
little beef?
It's like Mexicans and Salvadorians.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Yeah.
And then my stepdad's Peruvian too, and like he supports my whole career, you know. So
Yeah.
I want to do that for
So you're
him.
going to do it for the Peruvian people?
for the
Nice,
Peru.
nice.
So you get
Hey, you guys ever had
the
Peruvian food?
chicoches?
I have.
You gotta have some
Yeah, it's
Peruvian
pretty good.
food, bro. It's the best.
It's good.
It's like Asian mixed with Latino food. But yeah, so I'm gonna be fighting August 5th against Matias Palma. I'm coming in with a different attitude, you know, kill or be killed. I don't give a fuck if I lose. I don't give a fuck if I die. It's fuck that fool every day. So
That part. That
There
part.
we go. So make sure you guys check out Tony's fight on Combate Global August 5th. Is it going to be on Paramount Plus again this time?
yes, sir.
Okay, make sure you guys download that app. You get a first free week, and I never canceled my last one, so I still got it.
And get drunk as fuck for me. Get turned. You feel me?
That part.
The most
Get
important
lit.
part, is to support, the people in your life. So I'm definitely going to be supporting you, your career, and tuning in on August 5th.
You better get fucked up for me too.
Yeah, I'm gonna be at the Star fight as well that day, so I'm gonna be on my fucking phone watching.
Tell
your fight.
Tony to play it on the big screen and
Yeah.
shit.
What time are you fighting?
I don't even know, to be honest, but go time.
You
That's
ready.
the time I'm fighting. Go time.
Go time.
That
yeah.
nigga's ready.
You know they always start out there. They start at like 7 o'clock their time, so it's 4 o'clock our time.
Okay, yeah, so it'll probably be a little bit earlier. So, but I'll be watching you, bro. I'll have my phone.
Bro,
on me.
Combate is weird sometimes, bro. They'll tell you one time, and then they switch it up,
Switch it.
and I'm like, fuck. I don't want to tell nobody nothing, because then
That
I'm
makes
have to
sense.
retell them again.
Misleading.
Just watch the whole damn thing. Let's
Yeah.
keep it simple.
That's true.
Yeah. What
Watch
about
that
you,
phone.
Andre?
So your boy, I had to follow up you, so mine got to be like just as cool. All right. Mine got to be just as cool. All right. So for me, I end up fighting August 10th, and that's with BYB.
What is
bare knuckle.
BYB? Oh, there we go. Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
bare knuckle. Whatever they do best, and I'm part of that. To go ahead and hit people in their face.
There you
These
go.
Gloves comes off. You feel me? And that one's going to end up being at Charles F. Dodge Center. That's like down the way, 20 minutes away from Miami. You
Nice.
know, that whole 9. And which again, it's the week following after my boy Tony do what he does best. You feel me? And I'm like on that same mentality. It's like, I go kind of like hollow and mindset of, somebody else like pops in, and that's that pop in where, you get the violence, and that's where I end up choosing straight violence.
There we
You
go.
know? And then so off on that part, it's going to end up being the following week. It's going to be with the Teen Combat League that I'm going to be part of the whole.
Oh,
I don't
nice.
say mega brawl, but I'll be with the Stars. All-Star weekend throwing up there. So a little boxing, which should be either placed out here in LA, or it could be New Mexico. Kind of to end up depending, but I'm thinking that they might shoot it out here. So in other words, when that time comes and that time frame, I would definitely like y'all to come up there, show support, show love.
Yeah, we'll put your link to your social media on the page. You guys can subscribe to Andre's IG. What's your IG handle, brother?
It's Day42. Instead of a Y, it's with 2 I's. So DAII42.
Make sure you guys subscribe to his Instagram and stay tuned for those upcoming local fights. The Miami fight for August 10th, where is it going to be aired?
That one is going to be on Ben Sports.
Ben Sports?
Yeah, Ben Sports. Okay. If you guys know what that's
I've
about,
heard
super global. They end up basically showcasing all the soccers and all the best soccers.
Yeah, I've heard of it before.
Which I'm a big fan of soccer. Everybody, if anybody don't know, a random
He's
fact.
a big fan of Latinas. That's what
Hey!
And Latinas like soccer games. So.
Hey, you feel me? I'll be up there. But you know,
I'll just
could never
play,
go
I'll
wrong.
just play.
You know, but it's soccer. Soccer's like one of my favorite sports. Actually, it's my
yeah.
favorite sports. I'm gonna go ahead and sit there and say that. Don't get me wrong. I like fighting. I like punching people, and I love snowboarding, and I love tennis. But when it comes to soccer, it's different.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite team, bro?
Can't give out favorite teams because the fact is I love
Galaxies.
Galaxy?
Right.
Don't get me wrong.
Trash.
Those this is teams I actually like showing up for, since it's like the team LA on the Galaxies. But no favorite teams. I just really like the whole sport. And my goal and one of my like bucket lists is to go overseas.
Yeah.
To one of the games, sit in the crowd, and then
bro, it's a different experience because I've been to soccer games here in the U.S. and I've been to soccer games in Mexico. It's a different world. Yeah,
see, I just want to run across the field.
They have hoodlums, you know. They have people that just go there to make a fucking riot, you know, and they just make noise and they have like the fucking drums and like just talking shit, you know, and like the rivalries are crazy where like they get down, bro. Like they fucking fight.
In Peru, when Peru's playing, the whole city has a party.
You see, and that's what I'm trying to be down with, because like Galaxies, they had like their versions of it, right? And I know it's nowhere close, like how you said, it's like here and then there, and over the seas, I know how big the dome is and everything. Yeah, and
it's like it's crazy because soccer is like a lot more popular in Europe and in other countries than it is here in the U.S. So like what he's saying, like the whole city turns up, like they turn up, you know, like they really support their team, like they feel like they're part of the team. Like you'll have fuckers that are like 300 pounds thinking they're the ones playing soccer and shit. Like
hey, they're like Raider fans.
Yeah, they're like exactly. They're like imagine just nothing but Raider fans, just fighting and drinking.
See, that was one thing I liked about Brazil, because like in Brazil, Sao Paulo.
Sao Paulo.
Yeah, Sao Paulo. So they are like how the other countries treat soccer. That's how they treat fights.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like, they're about that. Like, hey, if you don't fight, we don't fuck with you. But if you do fight, we'll fuck with you. Yeah. We might might not kill you today. Yeah. But we're going to take your wallet. Yeah. But that's because you fight. Just know that. Because you fight, I fuck with you, but we'll take your wallet. It's like little stuff like that. That's funny. I ended up learning that because, when I was walking out, like, to approach the cage and everything, they're like chanting, like, kill him or kill us. Type of deal. Wherever they're in their, in their language.
Yeah, in Portuguese.
I have that recording.
I
do. That shit is crazy.
They were fucking chanting to kill me, right?
Crazy. Yeah. That shit was crazy.
I win. Yeah. They asked. Now it's
yeah. Now they like it.
Take a picture. Sure. Like the whole nine. And it was like boom. And I think like someone else like messed up and they wanted to kill him, but regardless of the situation,
he had to be escorted out.
Yeah, it had to be escorted out. Like you don't want to be no enemies with them. But
Kobe Covington, bro.
Yeah. That's why you don't fight out there, because they know
they'll get his ass. They'll really kill him. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah. That's a fight motherfucker, though. Ain't it? That motherfucker can fight, though. Yeah. That's the craziest thing,
and,
bro.
He's playing a persona, too.
Yeah, for sure.
Still, though, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they don't.
Bro, they
don't understand marketing over there. Like, we just know words.
Bro, he got socked by Masvidal. He got fucking hit by a boomerang by Fabricio Verdum. He hit him with a boomerang.
He's a shit talker, bro.
Nigga didn't hit a nigga with a boomerang. God damn.
Shit happened.
Awesome, guys. Well, I want to thank you, gentlemen, for coming out today and sharing your story, of course, and what you guys are doing right now. Is there anything, Tony or Dre, that you guys want to leave off before we end up the show?
I know Dre's wants some sponsors.
Oh yeah, I need some sponsors.
Guys, if you're a snowboarding company, a tennis company, or a soccer, maybe a soccer company,
I'll fly, man.
Give the nigga some gum, he'll do it.
like Puma. What's up?
Yeah.
Talk to
chew,
me.
too.
And then, you know, and I always got to shout out my buddy that made the hat, you know.
There we go.
Fight Night Customs, nothing but points. Team Combat League for putting things on the map and allowing me to build up my highlights. And, you know, and then BYB Factors, and they keep doing what they do best and bringing me out to, you know, punch people in the face. Violence.
There we go.
Hey, Adrian, what's your @ for social media if you want to give it to him?
It's AEWELL _. That's my Instagram. I don't have anything else. I have a private Twitter that you're not gonna get.
There you go.
He gave us all.
I think it was
AEW.
I don't know. That's just AUL
underscore.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So you make sure you guys subscribe to my OnlyFans.
That's what I was waiting for. That's what I was waiting for. I got an OnlyFans.
You gotta find it. You gotta find it.
Find it. It ain't gonna be my face, but just you gonna find it out there. Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, guys. Well, thank you again. Make sure you guys subscribe to the Dreams to Reality podcast on YouTube. Follow Tony on IG. You know where to find him. He ain't hard to find. You just type in Tony Cortez, MMA, fighter extraordinaire. Make sure you guys subscribe to the Dreams to Reality podcast and network, and we'll see you guys next time.
Hey, hold on.
Oh, okay.
Subscribe to I Burn the Ships podcast too, baby.
Let's do it.
Here you go.
Yes, sir.